What's up, guys? Hey, do me a favor, tap that screen. We're going to set up a live goal here. Crystal. Tap that screen, guys. Share out the live. How about with the live goal? That was fast. Thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Hello?
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
I did.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I'm 30, and I am from Kentucky.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump?
I still like his ideas, the policies. You know, I think we're changing the country for the better.
Okay, but so specifically, why do you still support him? Like, specifically, that's kind of broad in general, but could you be a little more specific?
A little more specific. I mean, he's my president. I voted for him, so I'm going to support him, even if there's some things I disagree with.
So you just support a president just because they're president?
It's old-fashioned, I know.
So did you support Joe Biden in the same way?
No, I didn't vote for him.
Oh, so you don't support a president just because you support him because you voted for him?
Yeah, I guess I stick to my guns and trust the process, you know?
Right. So, but the answer, so I understand that you voted for him, but the question is, why are you still supporting him, given the fact that he's breaking all of his campaign promises?
There's some that he's upheld, but there are some that he isn't living up to quite yet. But
some? No, he's literally broken all. He's literally broken all of his major campaign promises.
Like shutting down the border?
He hasn't shut down the border. That's number one. But number two is his major campaign promises were he's going to bring down the price of gas, which gas has skyrocketed. He's going to bring down the price of food. That's skyrocketed. He said he was going to start no new wars. He repeated that over and over and over again. He said we were going to stop being the world's police. Man, that's skyrocketed too. So I'm very confused. I don't understand.
You make good points. I guess where I live, gas and groceries are cheaper.
No, they're not. They're literally up everywhere across the entire country.
That's just not factual.
Cool. What state are you in again?
Kentucky.
You're in Kentucky. Okay. Cool.
What part of Kentucky?
Around Lexington.
Oh, Lexington. I know Lexington, Kentucky.
You're around Lexington and you're saying the gas is cheaper now?
Yeah. Where are you from, big guy?
Georgia.
Is it more expensive where you live?
It's more expensive all across the country. But here we go. Gas prices. Hold on. Just pulling it up on the EIA for you.
I wish I was watching your stream, and I'm unable to do so now, so I can't see it. But if you read them out to me, I will
Yeah, no problem.
acknowledge them.
Yeah, of course, I got you. I'll just put it up, and then you can look at it on the you can look at it after the fact. Here we go. Here, I'll pull up. I'll even pull up AAA for you, so you could even see it by county if you wanted. Here, so, the national average right now is $3.92. The Kentucky average is $3.73 as of right now. It's $3. Are you telling me that that's cheaper than what it was at the end of Joe Biden's term?
You know, it has been a few years. I can't quite recall. I'm getting money back.
You were speaking
into my bank
authoritatively
account,
4 minutes ago.
I'm sorry?
You were speaking authoritatively 4 minutes ago. You were saying that it was cheaper.
No, I'm saying I can't recall the exact price, 2.5 years ago.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is you can't remember if it was more expensive 2.5 years ago?
I mean, I remember seeing like $4 and $4.50, $4.75.
When?
2022, 2023.
Oh, okay.
So what? So you remember seeing it at the absolute height of when gas was most expensive because of Donald Trump? Previously?
No, I think that was during Biden's presidency.
Yeah, I understand that it was during Biden's presidency, but it was Donald Trump's fault.
3 years later?
Wasn't
not
3 years.
not
Donald
3
Trump
years.
left office in 2021.
So using
Oh,
that
boy.
logic, would
Oh,
it
boy.
be Biden's fault that it's
No.
more expensive now,
No.
as your claim states?
No. Okay. All right. Allow me to help you out, but okay. So there's a couple of different things at play here. Just because a president exists doesn't mean that the price of gas is simply related to the president that's in office. But the president's actions have an effect
Like
on
Iran.
gas prices, like Iran, exactly. So the president's gas actions have an effect on gas prices. So Donald Trump did something that affected our gas prices massively in the United States of America. Joe Biden didn't. In April of 2022, Donald Trump signed the OPEC Plus deal, or the OPEC 2020 deal. It's known by both names. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I have not.
So the OPEC 2020 deal, or the OPEC Plus deal, was signed in April of 2022. And so in April of 2022, what was going on at that time?
In 2022?
No, I'm sorry, in April of 2020. Pardon me.
Oh, that's COVID.
Correct, exactly. So were there a bunch of people driving around, and was there a lot going on? What was happening to gas prices then, and also the price of a barrel of oil?
Yeah, not a lot of people driving around.
Right. So the price of a barrel of oil cratered. A bunch of oil companies were losing money, et cetera, et cetera. Donald Trump inked a deal with OPEC to cut production by 9.7 million barrels per day. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, and he inked that deal for 2 years. So he made a deal for 2 years to cut production by 9.7 million barrels per day. Now, in the short term, did that help out the oil companies in the United States of America? Sure. But what happened after a couple of months? Did people start driving again?
Mm-hmm.
And then, so what happened to demand?
That rises.
And if demand rose, and supply stayed artificially low, if you know anything about economics, what would that do to prices?
Lower.
No, higher. Higher. Prices went higher. So when you look back at this on the stream, I hope you do, I'm putting my cursor on the screen at April of 2020, where it was $1.87 per gallon. Now we scoot to 2 years later, where we hit a peak in June of 2022, just after the OPEC 2020 deal expired. And shocker, what happened after the OPEC 2020 deal? Gas prices plummet all across America. You can see here's the peak and here's the plummet. That's because production resumed at OPEC to normal levels. And once production resumed and supply came back, so if supply comes back from an economic perspective, does that ease our gas prices?
You're making valid points. This is something I need to familiarize myself with further.
Okay.
So I will refer back to this.
So Donald Trump caused our high gas prices all the way through. Cool, I guess we'll take that as a win, huh?
Damn.
Okay, welcome in, guys. He left. Guys, welcome in on a Saturday afternoon, where we are not normally. We are here. We're gonna have some fun. And look, it's our friend Erika. Look at that. It's magic. It's lots of fun. It's Hey.
I'm going to drop out and come back because I've got that weird screen set up again for some bizarre reason. So I will be back in just a second.
All right, fair enough. All right, let's see what we got here. Hi, thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
42 in Tennessee.
Okay. Why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I'm sorry?
Why are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Immigration policy.
Okay. Specifically, what about his immigration policy?
Well, the simple fact that he's rounding up illegal immigrants and getting them out of the country as fast as possible without, all the interference going on, or with all the interference going on, I mean.
As fast as possible.
I'm sorry?
You said as fast as possible?
Yeah.
So I'm confused about that one because DHS is buying up millions of square footage of warehouses across the country. Why are they doing that?
Probably to hold illegal immigrants until they can get them back to their country of origin. I wouldn't know.
Well, if they're getting them out of here as fast as possible, what the hell is the new warehouses for?
I don't know. What I do know is in his first year of office, he's already deported over 600,000 illegal immigrants, and that's over half what Joe Biden deported his whole 4 years in office.
You're acting like that's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
Yeah? How so?
Well, it gives jobs back to American people. I mean, what's better than that, first of all?
Did you just say taking jobs from people?
I said giving jobs back to American people, yeah.
Oh. The Trump administration is reversing course on deporting migrants that work in the farming sector, right?
No, I did not know that. I'll have to look that up.
This is a recent action by him.
Yeah, I'll take
the reason
your word
why
on that,
is
but I'll
because
have to
farmers
look that
are
up.
already suffering as it is, because there's a lot of shit going on in the world, and so farmers are almost certainly going to need another bailout by Donald Trump. But he's deporting their workforce because Americans aren't about to fill those jobs. They're not.
Americans will fill those jobs.
Oh yeah, why were they not already filled then?
Because illegals would come in and work for less than half the price.
Less than half the price? How do you know that?
Because they work under the table, so they
That's not how that works.
Report their income.
That's literally not how that works.
That is how that works. They don't report
not.
their income whenever they work under the table.
Yeah, no, that's not how that. You think that they're getting paid in cash? So, dude, do you own a business or have you ever done payroll?
Nope. But I've worked for
There
businesses and been paid under the table.
Hey, bud. I'm the same age as you, by the way. I'm 42. I own a business. So if you've ever done taxes and you have to pay people, I hate to break this to you, but the IRS notices if you have tens of thousands of dollars or more.
They don't report all of that.
Bud, let me explain something to you. I'm trying to help you out here. The IRS notices if you have tens of thousands of dollars or more that comes into your business that you can't account for where it went. That's why, like my friend here was saying, that's not how that works. There are things called ITINs, okay? And they're federal tax identification numbers that aren't Social Security numbers that they use, and these people register under, that employers can register them under, and then they can pay taxes via that. They're not getting paid just straight under the table because the IRS would know.
Okay, well, I'll take your word for it, but I mean, like I said, I've worked for people who own businesses, and we all got paid under the table. I don't know how he did it. He fudged the numbers and got away with it.
Great. So he was breaking the law and committing tax fraud, is what you're saying. And odds are that if it was for any appreciable amount of money, like more than a few $1,000s, and this person was filing tax returns, the IRS will find out.
Oh yeah, I'm sure the IRS always finds out.
Right.
But,
so exactly. So think about what you're saying. You can't pay that many people under the table and just like get away with it. That's not how that works.
Well, you can until you
you literally cannot. There is no accountant or CPA anywhere that would sign off on those books.
What I'm saying is you can until you get caught.
Oh, my God, dude. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a CPA do your taxes?
No, I do my own taxes because
okay,
it's just
great.
a simple.
Yeah, because it's simple, right? Your business, you work for a company, right?
Not anymore. I broke my back, but yeah, I used to.
Sorry about that. But the company that you worked for, how many people worked for them?
Oh, God, this is a worldwide company, so
great.
I couldn't tell you.
Worldwide company. You know that a lot of the people that we're talking about work for large companies. Did you know that?
I thought we was talking about farmers.
Yeah. Do you think that all of these people work for small farms independently?
Well, are we talking about worldwide farms or are we talking about American farmers?
We're talking about people who work on American farms, but I think the thing that you think is happening is that American farms are still owned primarily by small independent farmers, and they're not.
Well, I don't know.
Anyways, my point here being is that you don't understand how difficult it is to hide income. And then the income that you're getting in your business that is going to be paid out. It's nearly impossible to do. Even with a single salary to somebody, you can't do that. The IRS will find out because it will be an accounting error. Yeah, Erika, I'm sorry. You wanted to say something?
Sorry, I just want to go back to something that the guest said a little while ago. You said Donald Trump deported 600,000 people, which was over half what Biden deported?
Yeah, his whole 4 year.
No, Biden deported
Yeah.
4.6 million
1.4
people. 4.6 million
million.
people between January 2021 and November 2024
I'm sorry. I looked this up on the DHS.
per DHS. This
Yeah,
is
I
per
looked this up on
DHS.
DHS and 1.4 million people.
Incorrect. The DHS says 4.6 million people
Okay.
in 4 years.
So we both got our numbers from DHS. One of them
Uh-huh.
has to be wrong.
Which is yours?
Oh, it's got to be mine because I'm a Republican, right?
Well, no. It's not because you're
Yeah,
a
well, that's what it
Republican.
sounds
It's
like.
just how many did Joe Biden deport in his last year in office?
Hang on just a second. I actually have that somewhere. No, I don't. It says Joe Biden deported approximately 1.4 million illegals during his entire 4-year term. Donald Trump deported 605 to 675, according to DHS.
No. Hang on. Hang on. Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm reading to myself. Sorry.
No, but you just said according to DHS, so you're not reading the DHS figures. You're reading them from somewhere else. Where are you reading them from?
From the DHS website.
No, but it wouldn't. The
no.
DHS
Right now I'm
website,
reading it because I wrote it down.
Right, but the DHS website wouldn't say the phrase according to DHS.
No, I said according to DHS.
So you didn't write DHS, because this is the way I would write that down. I would write DHS and then I would write 1.2 million or 1.4 million, deportations.
I understand. That's
So
how
you wrote the
it
phrase
down.
according to DHS down.
No, I said according to DHS. I didn't write that down. I wrote Joe Biden deported approximately 1.4 million.
And you wrote down the word approximately. How do you spell approximately?
APPROXEMA. Oh my God. Hang on, my tongue got
Okay,
ahead
cool.
of my face.
What article are you reading that from, sir?
I'm reading this from my notes that I wrote down.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. You hear me reading, turning my pages? You can't hear that? I have.
No.
Yes, I'm reading that from the notes that I wrote down. I don't appreciate being called a liar. I'm not calling you guys a liar. Like,
Who's a dick?
It's some girl that I'm talking to now.
Oh, well, you're a bitch.
Correct. I am, madam, and I will carry on being a
Don't-
bitch. Thank you.
Don't call me. I appreciate
is
you.
that
Don't
your
call me a
sister?
liar. I'm.
I'd
very
appreciate
honest
it if your
person,
wife didn't call me a
and-
bitch.
Well, she has nothing to do with this. So.
And yet I can hear her
you're
voice.
Gonna get me hung up on.
Was that your
Let her
cousin?
rage hang up.
I'm sorry.
I
What was
don't
that?
have the
Jolene, how you
button to
doing?
hang up. You can just tell your wife I don't have the button to hang up. That's not. I wouldn't rage hang up anyway. But you're
Okay.
wrong. DHS says 4.6 million people.
Look up on your phone how many people Joe Biden deported his 4 years
Holy
in time.
shit! You got a dedicated researcher? Really?
Look,
People,
look,
by the way, people
I'm double
spelled
checking.
PEOPLE, just in case you're struggling with
I'm
that.
sorry. What was
PEOPLE. The word people is spelled PEOPLE. Deportation, DEPOR, TATION.
Oh man, this whole time I thought people was spelled PEEPPPLE. That's crazy.
T? Why'd you put a T in it? That's just weird.
I didn't say T. I said P. You should probably turn your hearing aid up.
How old are you, my love?
Said 4 million or billion. I can't remember. It's 1.4
I definitely didn't say
million.
billion.
1.4 million.
1.4 million his entire term.
That's
And
right. Tell her
Donald
how
Trump,
much it was that you
Donald
said
Trump
so
has
that
already
she
deported
tells
at
us the
least
same as you
half,
did.
if not more. I know they're trying to get me to rage quit, I think.
I'm rage quit.
I'm not trying to get you to rage
Stop.
quit. I'm trying to get you to tell the truth.
I did tell the truth, and I just double-checked my facts. I'm right.
No, you
You're
didn't.
wrong.
Your wife don't. You told your wife what the figure was, and she repeated it back to you.
No, me and her both said it at the exact same time. What are you talking about?
Idiot.
You can't hear it, obviously. You thought I said a T instead of a P. You couldn't hear me and her both say 1.4 million, even though she was looking at her phone and I'm looking at my notes.
Oh my god. Even the conversation is out of date. What the fuck? Who cares?
Okay, so
Thank you, Andy.
11 million illegals entered in 2020 at a record high of between 11 million and 14 million. That's a record high between 2020 and 2023. Excuse me.
Are we just reading your notes through now? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. The top states
And
are
what was that? That was
California with
according to who?
2.3 million and Texas is 2.1 million. The first year of Trump's admin, 7,000 gang members were arrested in mid-2025 during Project Shadowfire led by ICE, and it resulted in 915
Hold on,
arrests.
time out, stop. What's your source on that?
Oh my God!
What's your source on that?
That's also from the DHS.
No, it's not.
All this stuff is from the DHS.
That's literally been that's literally not
calling.
That's literally not true. That's literally not true.
Okay.
What gang? What gang were they part of?
MS-13 and Tren de Aragua.
Really? Where does
Really?
by the way, where does MS-13 originate? Which country?
Venezuela.
Really? It does? You want to bet on that?
No, because I'm not positive, but I do know that it's one of the South American countries.
Sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
Want to bet?
It might be Venezuela.
All right.
You want to bet?
Yeah. Will you bet with us?
No, I won't bet because, like I said, I'm not positive.
No. On your second statement, any South American country.
MS-13 is a South American gang. What do you mean?
Okay, so do you want to bet on that?
No. Just go ahead and tell me. Where's MS-13 from?
To 750 people in here. You hear that silence? That was something puckering. He realized, oh shit. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah.
I mean,
God.
maybe I am wrong, but I'm still right about him catching the gang members. I'm talking to dudes.
No. Real quick before we move on with that, I do have to bust in real quick with a thank you to our friend Erika on the Blue app, who said the two of them are fighting over the one brain cell that is begging to quit. Thank you, Erika. Thank you, friend. Our other Erika. So my man, MS-13 originated in L.A. by the way, Los Angeles. So yeah, just FYI.
But it was originated by
and so
Latinos, right? No, I'm sure MS-13 is. Look that up. I'm sure that's
It's
wrong.
like every southern state. Wait. Did you say you were in Kentucky? Wait, where are you at?
Kentucky.
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. That's
Tennessee.
right. It was the other guy was
fuck.
Kentucky. That's right.
That is so on brand. Oh shit.
Oh, bro.
Do you say inbred?
Well, I'm from California.
I said on brand,
like you
Susie
bunch of
Joe.
faggots.
You said on.
Oh, there it
brand-
is.
Oh wait, what did he say? I missed it.
He did an
He
F,
called you a
sir.
faggot.
There it
Hey,
is. Hey,
there it
by the way,
is.
TikTok. We don't condone what that last guy says. We do love the TikTok shop. We love the TikTok shop so much. Let's see. Holy cow! Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello, are you there?
Yeah.
Hi, did you vote
What's
for
up?
Donald Trump?
No, I don't vote.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Sure.
Okay. How old are you and what state are you in?
I'm 24 and I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay. I'm just going to put you on hold for one moment, and then we'll get right to you, okay?
Sure.
Thanks. Guys, we're going to move on to our next Trump supporter here in just a moment. Real quick, as our friend Erika, who so generously pointed that lovely message out. Thank you again, Erika. Appreciate you. Our friend Erika pointed that out. Like she says, do all the good things. All the good things would be tapping that screen. Not only help out with the live gift goal here, make sure that you're taking care of Nemo and Erika. Let's run those numbers up for them, show them equally how much we love them, and glad that we're here. We're doing a Saturday afternoon special action, which is lots of fun. So please make sure that you're doing all of the good things for them. Make sure that you're following both my main and backup, Nemo's main and his many multiple backups. Follow Erika. Erika is private, but then she'll accept you hopefully after the fact, as long as you're not a child or a creepy ass stalker. Over on the tube, you can find links not only to subscribe to me, but to subscribe to Nemo as well. It's right here in the description, and right below that is Erika's. So you can subscribe to all of us. Please make sure that if you are subscribed to me, that you are subscribed to Nemo as well on YouTube. It is really important. We want to bump him up as quickly as possible to 1,000 subscribers. So let's get right on that. Lastly, follow me on Twitch now, on the Purple app, I should say. There's a link in my link tree. I just started streaming over there. We're live over there right now. So, all right, let's talk to our next Trump supporter. Oh, one more thing. Lastly, you can find a link to Nemo's Discord in his bio and in my bio. We'd love for you guys to join up. It's a great place to talk about lots of shit, and you can find links to support all three of us in our bios. Thank you. All right, thank you for holding, sir. So why do you still support Donald Trump?
Actually, I just had a question. Who's bottom between you and Nemo?
Sorry?
Oh, there isn't one. I'm
Who's
in the
bottom?
middle.
Yeah.
No, I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
How long you been waiting?
No, sexually orientated.
No,
Who's-
no, I
who's
understand
getting
that.
fucked by
I'm in the
who?
middle. No, I understand what you're
Oh,
saying.
you're in the
I'm in the
middle?
middle. Yeah.
You get fucked by both of them.
It's great. You should try it.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and I echo Nemo's question. Like, how long did you wait to call in to ask that question?
2 minutes. Lunch
Huh.
break. You guys aren't very popular.
You
I
sat
see
and
there's,
thought
80
about
people watching or something.
you sat
guys are
and thought
jokes.
about me and Matt bumping uglies for 2 minutes straight.
What was that?
Damn.
What was that? Speak with your chest.
It's
I
not
did,
our,
Open your
dumbass.
ears.
it's
You're
not
the
our
one who has the high voice.
yeah, and it's not our fault that your mobile sucks. Also, why are you on a lunch break? You have to work on Saturday. That sucks. Why do you have a shitty job?
I own my own company, sir.
Really? What do you what do you do? What do you do?
Oh, you guys are a joke.
What? Wait, hold on. You're-
HVAC, sir. I do a trade. Good
you
luck
don't
with your
you don't
lives.
own your own company. You work for AT&T, you jackass. What a fucking idiot.
Wait, he said AT&T, I do a trade? Bruh,
Get the
I
fuck
thought
that
he
is
said
that's
HVAC.
cope.
Yeah.
I thought he said
Oh, boy.
HVAC, but
Okay. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hi, thanks.
The poisoning of our theater, of our movie theater.
Okay, I don't know what that was. Hey, thank you.
I know what that was.
What was that? I couldn't quite make it out.
Well, seeing as you asked, I actually have that exact thing that he was playing. Something tells me he was playing it for different reasons. Hold on.
Well, wait. Thank you to Gen X leftist. It says, ask him if he tripped over his wireless network. Very good. Very good. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you. Delightful.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I'll play exactly what he was playing.
Okay.
And then came the decline of our culture, these mounds of contamination of our entire cultural life, the decomposition of our literature, the poisoning of our theater, of our movie theaters. All the art is now falling for it. Millions of Germans no longer participate any longer. It does not appeal to them anymore. This art was not born from our people. It is foreign to us and will remain foreign. That has nothing to do with the German character and did not come from our soul. It was imposed on our people by a subversive press, which made it acceptable. And parallel to this, already the assault begins against the education of our children's brains. The tearing out all the memories of our German past. The insult to all the great men of our people.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
An exploiter. They are a people of...
Yeah. there
Oh,
it is.
damn.
Came back.
So yeah, if you're curious what that is, somebody took a speech that Schindler gave and basically got AI to translate it into English, and then, of course, because it's a foreign person, they had a British accent.
Yeah. Yeah. It was our friend who... Oh, wait. Thanks for calling Domino's. What can I get you?
Was it the same dude? Was it Mine Call?
No, it was.
We're gonna call
It was the AT&T guy.
Mine call. Nemo.
Mine Call.
Mine call. Wait.
Das ist mein Call.
Thanks for calling Domino's. What can I get you?
Yeah, can I get a pepperoni with cheese?
Pepperoni cheese. What size would you like that?
Medium.
Do you want the handmade pan or the tossed crust?
Bro, handmade, man.
Okay. Do you want one of the dipping sauces?
Nah, I'm good. I'm trying to lose weight, so yeah.
Okay, that's cool. And by the way, you can fuck off, Nazi scum.
Yeah, because it's the dipping sauce in a Domino's that will make you fat.
Yeah. I'm so sorry I didn't make myself clear. You
Be
can
a
go
pussy,
fuck yourself. Did you not hear me the first time, you piece of shit?
Be a pussy faggot.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, there it is. Anyways, you're blocked now. Bye-bye. Thank you to Betty for the $2 Canadian on the tube. MAGA needs to stop getting drunk and calling. Agreed. All right, let's see what we got here. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
I think I'm 46 now, and I'm Michigan.
Okay, great. Why do you still support Donald Trump?
Well, until this war goes, I think after 5 weeks, I think shit's going to start to change. But if he does what he says he's going to do, I still support him as of now.
But he's already not done all the things that he said he was going to do.
I don't know. He said he's going to deport people. Last I checked, 3 million were deported.
Whoa.
I mean,
no, they weren't. Not even DHS.
Not okay. 3
Not
million
even,
have left.
No, they haven't.
No.
Nope.
Okay, I could be wrong. I don't know. You know.
Yeah, so that number is wild. Also, gas prices.
How's it wild? Hold on, you have to tell me how it's wild.
I will. If you would give me a second, I'm just going to run through a couple of things, and then we can, if you'd like, we can fact check everything. Okay, just give me 1 second.
Yep.
Not only is that number absolutely wildly incorrect, his other main campaign promises were that he was going to bring your gas prices way down. Gas prices are sky high compared to where they were when he took office. He said he was going to bring the cost of goods like food and everything else down. Not happening. Said he was going to do a good job with the economy. The economy is taking a gigantic dump right now. And then he said that he was going to be the president of no new wars, and we're not going to be the world's police anymore, and we're not going to get involved in all that stuff. And yet here we are. So,
All right. So
yeah,
basically everything you just said, every fucking presidential candidate has always said all of the first things.
No,
And
no,
then the
actually,
no new
no,
wars
actually,
thing,
no,
I
actually,
get that.
actually, they haven't.
No, they always say, "I'm going to fuck up the economy. I'm going to cause shit to rise." Right?
No, what they
That's
don't,
what
they don't do is they don't make promises that they can't
That's
explicitly.
literally
hold
what
on,
politicians do,
hold
bro.
on, time out. I want you to point out to me. Where Joe Biden or Barack Obama or George W. Bush or any of those people, when they were campaigning, they said, "I'm going to bring your gas prices down." When did they say that?
Okay, give me 10 seconds.
Sure.
Can you still hear me on? I'm going to switch to speaker. I want to make sure it doesn't fuck with you guys. Okay.
That's fine.
Everything's still cool?
Yeah, we can hear you fine.
Okay, thanks. God, I'm getting old. Can't hardly see anymore.
Oh, and he also said that he was going to cut our utility bills in half. How's that going, too?
You don't think that could have anything to do with?
We're literally going to be, we're almost certainly going to be in a situation where we might even be rationing electricity by next year.
Okay, so during his term, Joe Biden faced significant political pressure regarding high gas prices, with average prices rising from $2.39
Yeah, the
to
question
over
I asked you,
$3.44.
hold on, time out. The question
Hold
I
on,
asked
I'm
you.
coming.
Okay.
While his administration also used the strategic petroleum reserve to attempt to lower prices
The
before
question I
balancing-
asked you was, when Joe Biden was campaigning, when did he say, "I'm going to lower your gas prices"?
Anytime when he was in office, considering he campaigned
No,
directly
he didn't
while
campaign.
being in office.
No, I'm so sorry. That's not what happened.
That's not how it works. They don't start campaigning for their second term as soon as they get elected. That's not how it works.
What are you talking about?
When a president gets elected for his first term, does he not automatically begin preparing to run for his second term?
I'm talking about before Joe Biden became the president. While he's the president, that's not what I'm talking about. Because if you're the president, you have a lot more control and you can do a lot of different things. Donald Trump, before he was the... Excuse me, I'm literally trying to explain something to you. You can't understand...
Sorry.
Thanks. Donald Trump was not president, and he claimed that he was going to make everyone's gas prices lower, okay? And I'm asking you, over a year later, as our gas prices have skyrocketed, why you are still supporting somebody who promised you that and has done nothing but the opposite. The same thing with no new wars, the same thing with the cost of food, the same thing with the cost of goods, the same thing with the cost of our energy and utility prices overall. That's the point. And when you say, when you say every president makes promises that they can't keep, I understand that politicians oftentimes make some promises that they don't necessarily keep. What I'm talking about here is a president who made promises that he knew he couldn't keep, and not only did he know that he couldn't keep them, is doing the direct opposite of those things. It's not just like, oh, I said I was going to do this one thing and then I didn't follow through on it. It's doing the exact opposite, like no new wars and then starting a war. Do you understand?
Well, see, the problem with that is Trump's been saying the exact same thing about Iran my whole life. Literally, every day of my life, the man has been saying we need to stop Iran. So it's not a flip-flop at all. And I'm happy he's there.
It is a flip-flop because he said that he was going to start no new wars. He's the president of peace. He even specifically said no war with Iran. He said Kamala Harris will start a war with Iran and it will start World War III. He said that.
That's probably a true statement.
So what I'm saying is that
Kamala
what
Harris
you're saying,
with,
I understand that he doesn't like Iran and he said things about them, but he very specifically said no new wars.
Do you think Iran is a good player on the world stage?
Why are you moving the goalpost now? We're talking about Donald
I'm
Trump
not.
and
This
his
is really
campaign promises. So if you want to talk about Iran, we can do that.
here's
But
what
what you'll need to, sir, we
Okay,
can talk about that. I just need you to acknowledge one thing first. I'll move to that. We can move to that subject. We'll all three of it. We'll happily talk about that. I just need you to acknowledge one thing first. Donald Trump has broken all of his major campaign promises.
I don't feel the same way.
No, you don't have to feel that way, but it's just factual.
But
it's
so
demonstrably
would the same
true
thing be true
via
when
facts.
Biden had to deal with COVID.
It's
Is that the same?
sir. It's
Things
factual.
happen, and you have to deal
sir.
with the way they
No,
happen. You
it's
can't-
not.
he
No,
doesn't have
sir.
a-
No, sir. No, sir.
Why do you want to filibuster and just keep talking? I
Okay,
stop when you
let's
ask me.
try one. Look, you say things happen. Why are gas prices through the roof right now?
Well, probably because the Strait of Hormuz is shut down.
There
and
you go.
the
Why
global
is the Strait of
product
Hormuz
is
shut down?
Because Iran could do it at any time. They just happen
Wrong,
to do it because we
wrong,
fucked them
wrong,
up.
wrong, 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 wrong. It's shut down because we decided to attack Iran with Israel.
Isn't that
It's
exactly
100%.
what I said? I'm pretty sure I just said that.
No,
Literally,
you said
like, those
what
were
you
the
just
words.
said.
I said
No,
we
what you
decided
just
to
said.
fuck them
No,
up.
what you just said was Iran can shut it down at any time, and that's not the case. Iran is shutting it down because specifically we attacked them. That's why it's shut
Okay.
down. So we
No, see, hold
caused
on.
this
Let me- hold on.
problem.
If you
want
talk
to,
over me,
if you
that's
want to
fine,
be
but this time I'm
disingenuous,
gonna
if you
rebut.
want to
No,
be
the
disingenuous,
problem is here.
I am
The
literally
problem is
explaining
they
something
could
to
have shut
you.
this down
I am
at
literally
any
explaining
time.
something to you.
They just did it
I am
at this
literally,
time.
I
Anytime
am
we try to have
literally,
an
I am
intervention,
literally
they will
trying to
shut it
explain
down.
something to you. I am literally trying to explain
Okay,
something
I'm trying
to
to
you.
explain it to you.
I don't need you to
I
explain anything
understand
to
that
me.
you're
I
trying
don't,
to give me your
sir.
fucked up position. I'm
Sir,
trying to give you mine.
sir, I don't need you to explain anything to me. I'm smarter than you.
I don't
The
need
Strait
you
of
to explain anything to
Hormuz,
me.
sir, the Strait of Hormuz has never been shut down like this. The reason it is shut down right now is because we
It's because
started a
Iran's
war.
throwing a hissy fit.
Sir, you can't learn anything if you don't listen. The reason it's shut down right now is because we started a war with Iran. It is 100% Donald Trump's fault. This is not just some thing that happened by a happenstance. This is 100% Donald Trump's fault. No, sir.
It's needed
Great.
to happen
Then why
for
don't you tell me the
47
last time?
years.
Great.
They've
Then
had
why
the
don't you
world
tell?
by the
Great. Then why
balls.
don't? Great. Then why don't you tell the last time that Iran shut down the Strait of Hormuz?
I think it was 2012. Fuck. God damn it. Are you still here, or did you hang up?
Yeah,
on me?
I'm here.
Okay, just check. Hold on. I don't know why everybody gets upset about this stuff. It's nothing to get upset about. Like, 2022. My bad. When Biden was president.
No, that actually didn't happen.
The recent major shutdown of what the fuck? I'm sorry.
There was
Wow.
no shutdown in
I'm
2022.
totally sorry, bro. I am totally sorry.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the fuck AI just did. That
This
I
is
will
why
say I'm
you
sorry.
shouldn't. This is why you shouldn't be using AI to
No,
source
I
things.
was reading it. I just used Google search. I'm not using AI, but
Yeah.
I don't understand how. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's my fault. I must have spelled Hormuz wrong. It changed it to formula. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
It's funny. It is funny though, right? Sorry. Let me try again.
Uh-huh.
That was human error. That's my dumb ass. I'm not trying to say I'm a genius, man. I know I don't know everything, but seriously, hasn't Iran been just fucking with us for too long now?
I want you to.
I know nobody
okay.
wanted to do this.
Listen,
Nobody really
listen,
wanted to do
listen,
this. I get it.
Bud. I need you to live in reality with us for just a second. The Strait of Hormuz has never been closed for an extended period of time. Okay, so that's number one. Number two
What do you consider
is
an extended period of time?
like any period of time, like at all, in modern history. They've threatened it, but it's never actually happened.
God damn it! I don't know how bad I'm spelling this, but
so again, they've threatened it, but it's never really happened.
Right, every time they get pissed off, they threaten it.
But it's never happened. So whose fault is
because
it
we've
that
always
it's closed?
Backed down. We've always said, "Okay, Iran."
No,
we've backed down.
No.
What do you think?
We've let them do whatever they want. Right? We
Oh,
let them. I mean,
whatever they want. What have we given
let
them?
them take how many hostages, and then just keep working from there.
Let them?
What?
Oh, the Iran hostage crisis in '78, I think. I may be off on the dates, but I think
The
it was
Iran
78.
hostage crisis from the fucking 70s.
They've been fucking us since then. Yes, they've been.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, so
I'm not
you're saying that
that's
we've
a
been
major
giving
reason.
Iran
I'm just saying-
whatever they want since the 70s.
How much money did Biden, or sorry, not Biden, Obama, unfreeze for them? So they wouldn't make a bomb, and then they kept enriching at the same rate.
No, they didn't actually.
Do you realize
You
how
want to ask AI
douchey
about
that
that?
sounds? No, they didn't actually. You
Yeah,
know
no,
better than
dude.
the expert.
Ask AI.
Like, you
I'm
flew in
not
and
wrong.
tested it.
Dipshit. Ask AI. I'm not wrong.
AI just told me that formula shut down the Strait of Hormuz a second ago. So
What?
nothing. I'm sorry. Maybe you weren't on the phone. It was a joke. Never mind.
Okay, so ask AI.
Ask her what?
Did Iran
If they were
continue to enrich
increasing-
at the
if
same
they're
rate?
enriching uranium to a higher rate than they would ever need for nuclear power, and then we offered to give them any nuclear energy they need, so they will stop enriching, and they were like, "No, we're not gonna do that either."
How would we? No, wait. How would we give them nuclear energy?
The nuclear material enriched at 20%, like it is for every other nuclear reactor on the planet.
Enriched at 20%. Interesting. Is that what they need?
I don't think they need any of it. If I was like, that's why we don't.
No. As far as nuclear power is concerned, do you think that 20%? You think that 20% is the threshold for nuclear power?
I would guess it's closer to 35, but I wouldn't give them anything higher than that. No.
Holy fuck, dude! And you're basing this on what?
4 years of college, mostly.
4 years of college?
I know
did you
forgot
study
a lot,
anything related to nuclear physics?
Not nuclear physics. No, just physics.
Oh, okay. What if I told you that it was 3%, which is necessary for nuclear power,
Right.
not 20?
I'm sure. I was going high. I had no idea. Like, seriously, like, no. I just meant it doesn't go much higher than that to need to be. I'm sorry. I threw the number out high to make sure I wasn't. You get it? No, I'm not a nuclear engineer, but I know they don't need
Obviously.
90% enrichment. Do they need 90% enrichment? Do they?
No, they weren't at 90% enrichment.
No. Only the governing bodies say they were, right? Is Europe like,
No.
hey, no, they weren't at that?
Again, you can, dude,
Who's
I'm
the
telling
only
you.
person saying they weren't at that?
Okay, all right. Holy shit. I'm happy to make a bet with you right now.
I don't need a bet.
$100
Just give me the
says
information.
that-
Why do you guys get
Hold
all
on.
butt hurt? Anybody uses logic, man.
Calm down, dude.
I'm
Shh. Shh. Be
Yeah,
calm.
me, the one keeps talking. Yeah.
Shh. Be calm. I will bet you $100 that Iran never achieved 90% uranium enrichment.
I honestly, that's not a bet we can answer. It might not be. I may be,
no,
maybe off.
we actually
It's possible
can
I'm off.
because
But it's
we can
way farther
answer
more
that
than they need,
using
okay?
the very thing that you were just citing, the IAEA.
Okay, what percentage were they at?
I'm telling you
Okay, tell me.
that
Tell
I'm
me
willing
what
to bet you
percentage they were at.
$100 that they never
Tell me what
ever
percentage they were at. Quit sniveling and just tell me.
I mean, it's as if
Tell me.
you don't know what you're talking
You're the
about.
genius. Tell me.
Oh wow! What was that about getting
Tell me.
butthurt?
I
Why
thought
are
you
you
were
so
getting
fucking
upset.
sensitive, dude?
Someone's getting a little
Exactly. You're a
upset over
fucking
here.
douche.
Why are you getting upsetty spaghetti, bro? Calm down.
I'm
Relax.
not, bro.
Well, why are
I'm
you
making
screaming
fun
at
of
us?
you. I'm not upset.
You
This is
literally
what
just
you guys
started
are doing.
screaming
You
into
just
your
keep
phone,
talking.
Chief. Calm down.
Yes, I know. I'm not upset, bro. This doesn't affect me at all.
Really? You sure about that?
100%. 100%. Trust me on that one.
Do you need a juice
So do
box?
you just
None of
like
this affects
randomly
me.
yell?
I was doing what you guys are doing. You ask a bunch of questions, but when somebody asks you one, you
Ask a
just,
bunch of questions. You were yelling,
divert.
dumbass.
Okay, then what are they enriching it at? You tell me it's
60%.
not 90. What is it at? Tell me.
It's 60. 60 was like
Okay,
the
what do
upper
you need-
threshold
what do you
of what
need
they
for
were
a nuclear
enriching to.
weapon? What do you
Holy
need for a
shit.
nuclear weapon?
Holy shit. I'm trying to answer your question.
You said 60%. That was the answer. Now move on to the next one.
Okay. What was
How much
the
does it take
next
to make a
one?
nuclear bomb? What percentage do you need?
Bud, do you know who Tulsi Gabbard is?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of her, but yes.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're a big fan of hers or not. The guy that you voted for is, and he made her the director of national intelligence. And do you know what she said before the Senate 2 days ago?
Have you ever employed somebody that you found out
I'm
wasn't a good fit later?
I'm so sorry. I didn't ask that question at all, and I don't care what your opinion of her is. If Donald Trump found out that he didn't like her, he could fire her at any point in time, and he hasn't.
I didn't say he didn't like her.
Well, or if he found out, or if anyone in his administration found out that she wasn't doing a good job at any point in time, he could fire her. You realize that, right? So him not firing her, sir, because you're talking while I'm talking. Because you're talking while I'm talking.
You keep talking.
Sir, I'm literally in the middle of a sentence.
We were talking about nuclear. Tulsi Gabbard.
Sir, I'm in the middle of a sentence. Will you please, because
what it takes to build a bomb.
Because if you would let me finish my goddamn sentence, I will explain it to you. If you would stop talking, I'll explain it to you.
Man, you better get some like.
If you would stop talking, you would stop talking, I'll explain it to you.
It's bad.
If you could stop talking, I'll explain it to you. There you go. You hung up because you knew that you were too absolutely fucking incompetent to handle this conversation. I literally was going to point out to you the fact that Tulsi Gabbard, the director of national intelligence, said that Iran was not a nuclear threat 2 days ago in a Senate hearing. That's how it directly relates to what we're talking about. But you couldn't shut the fuck up for 2 seconds.
I hear that guy used to fill in for Homer Simpson at weekends.
Jesus Christ. Someone's projecting a little bit. Also, you guys. Oh, here we go. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Oh, I guess not. Holy cow. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? No, it's not. All right, let's see. We got anyone over here on the TikTok side. Who we got? Don, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello, Don. Guess not. Hi, thank you for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Thank God I didn't. But that last dude you had seemed like he was a little butthurt. What was going on there, man?
Don't know, man. But I'm glad that you didn't. That's awesome. But we are just looking to talk to Trump supporters right now, my friend.
No worries.
I appreciate
Just want
you,
to
though.
thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. I hope you have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, take care. W's for that guy. Appreciate you, friend. Once again, guys, we appreciate your support. Please make sure that you're taking good care of Nemo and Erika over here. Appreciate your help with the live goal, with the taps. Over here, over on the tube side, drop a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're not already. Appreciate you guys doing all those things. Make sure to subscribe to Nemo, right down here in the description, and Erika is her link is right there below too. You can offer additional support to us via links in our bios if you guys are enjoying the content that you get in this bonus Saturday afternoon action. Look at that. Also, want to remind all 1,000 plus of you listening between here and the tube, 1,100 people, that Nemo and I are going to be on tomorrow night. We're going to do a Sunday night stream, so buckle up for that shit. Buckle up. So you get some super double extra time because I felt bad that I had to cancel our show for Thursday night, so double extra super fun time. Okay. Also, Nemo, Erika, you know how important it is that we stopped Iran, from getting all that extra money because, such a big sponsor of terrorism and all those different things. We stopped them, Good thing. Yeah. Oops. They're literally lifting sanctions on their oil.
Well, that seems counterproductive. Surely, dear leader must have some 12D metaphysical chess move at play.
Yeah. I would love to know. I want the pretzel. Please come and tell. Please, please, please. Yes, I understand it's not all the sanctions, but the big ones would be the oil ones because that's how they can make the most money. But please, come on up and tell us how that's not doing the exact thing that they've been saying they didn't want to do. Please, come and tell us. I'd love to know.
Did you see Trumpy Poo's Truth Social regarding Mueller?
Yeah, I did. I mean, he's disgusting. There's no.
I did not. I think I'm probably better off not seeing it. I'm just saying. Mueller and Chuck Norris, same day. It comes in threes, okay? And I'm just saying, 2 is not 3.
2 is not 3.
I get it. Do we
Inshallah.
cross our fingers, get some 4-leaf clovers, rabbit's feet, all of the above?
All of the above. So for those of you who haven't seen it, and if you can't see it on your screen because maybe it's a little small for you, Robert Mueller just died. Good. I'm glad he's dead. He can no longer hurt innocent people.
Well,
remember when they all said we were sorry, Nemo? Go ahead.
I mean, what's crazy is that I'm going to say the exact same thing about Donald Trump when that day comes.
And then people are going to be like, And then we're gonna pull up that tweet. It's gonna be glorious.
Legit.
I can't wait.
I was telling someone when I found out about Mueller, 24-hour marathon live. That when it happens, 24-hour marathon live.
I'm in. Let's go. We're gonna rock that shit. Mick, you're not connecting. If you voted for Trump, you're welcome to re-request. But for some reason, you're not connecting.
I was going to say the next time they mention Charlie Kirk, and that they saw some liberal that they can never name celebrating, just pull out that bad boy.
It's
fucking
ridiculous.
As far as Charlie Kirk is concerned, what's funny is they're very quiet about Charlie Kirk, and part of the reason why I think is because they realize something very inconvenient about Charlie Kirk.
Matek, hi. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Indeed. Twice.
Okay. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
23, next Texas.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump?
Due to the fact it's a must, to be fair with you. We came from Britain to the USA 300 years ago, and we just, what can I say? The country must be, if the leader is, one must support.
Okay. What time is it where you are in Texas?
Me, I'm in the UK now, 7:40. Came in 2 weeks ago, but I'm coming back in no time.
Well, wait a second. Do you live in Texas?
I want to know if he says everything twice.
Like Jimmy 2 times from Goodfellas? He's going to get the papers.
No.
Yeah, we don't need your camera on. You're fine. But I'm asking you, do you live in Texas? Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yeah.
You're in Texas?
Oh. Well, what's going on there? The question was already answered. I'm from Texas, but I'm in Britain right now because, people traverse.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Considering I voted twice, yes.
I was just double checking. Sometimes people say they voted for Donald Trump and then they let us know later that they're not a U.S. citizen. They're like, well, I support him. So I'm just double checking. Okay. So, all right. So are you a dual citizen?
Nah, just USA, but we have British roots.
Okay. When did you immigrate to the United States?
Nah, I'm the 4th generation, I'm pretty sure. 200 years? No, that's not even a generation. Just no, 200 years ago. My family
You didn't grow up in the United States?
No, yeah, we have. I just moved to the UK like 2 weeks ago.
No, you didn't.
What's going on there?
You have a British accent, sir.
Nah, I'm Polish, but British roots.
So now you're Polish and American and British.
Well, considering the Polish roots are from Britain and then from Britain we came to the USA. Polish or English?
Cuss me out in Polish right now.
Mam na imię Mateusz, po się nazywam tak. That's what I thought. Now, let's do this.
A quick question. How old did you say you were, Matek?
23.
23, and you voted twice for Donald Trump, right?
Indeed.
You can't count, sir. You can't do math.
Oh my God, what's going on here, guys? Do you guys even know about our own legislation? At 15 years old, one can vote. How? Ask me how.
I don't want to do this. You're annoying, and you're an idiot. Go away.
I'm disappointed that when he turned his camera on, he was not wearing an Adidas tracksuit. I'm just saying.
All right.
Yes. No.
Yes. Oh, no. Oh, because I guess that was a mistake.
Someone in the comments said, lying. Twice.
Was it Ali G? Yeah, it was Ali G. Yes.
I wonder if he named his children after the KFC toilets in Staines.
Bruv. Oh, boy.
Right, bruv?
Bruv.
In it.
Isn't it? It's not Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
I know. I'm sorry. I can't even lean into it. What is it, bro? Come on. Get the fuck out of here.
You know what? Since I got kicked and I don't think you want to converse with me, let me ask you a question and hopefully there'll be an answer, Rich. Now, the question goes as this. Are you the being, the person that you're supposed to be?
What?
So the question goes as this. Are you the being that you're supposed to be?
Oh, I don't know, dude. What the fuck? Dude, it's a Saturday afternoon. I got no time for this shit.
That's fine.
Somebody told me today they thought I should be an Ewok. Because I'm not very tall. They thought I should be an Ewok.
I mean, you're not that tall, but you're also not that short.
Well, yeah, I did say we had this whole conversation about whether I would qualify to like, you know, whether. Anyway, I'll tell you offline, Matt. I'll tell you offline.
Okay, delightful. Guys, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can call in on the request line. It's the request line, the call-in line. It's right above my head, or it's pinned in the chat over on the tube. Or if you're over here on TikTok, you can simply request up. Request up. Yeah, Warwick Davis, a classic.
Classic.
Classic. Exactly. Roger. Request up over here on TikTok, and then we can have a chat. So, yeah. So, either way, I mean, we've got between the two, we've got close to 1,200 people here, and no one wants to talk. So, weird.
Kingy in the comments seems to want to ask me a question. So just come up and ask it here, because I'm sure everyone else would like to, give input on that as well.
Why don't? It's weird. It doesn't want to come out. Come on, King. E. It's weird. Not in the. Oh, boy.
By the way, oh God, I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh God,
it just happened.
You know how like, I don't know, whenever you walk into a room and your dog like shat in the middle of the room and you're just kind of like looking at it like, fuck. It was that kind of vibe.
He followed you into 2 lives last night, by the way. I noticed
He did.
That. I noticed that.
He did.
Yeah.
Someone's got a crush.
I think so.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Hello, John. John?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
One moment.
John's got bars.
That's what I like to do. I like to request up when I'm not ready, and then ask 1,200 people to wait for me while I prepare to talk to them.
Thank you.
I enjoy.
Thank you to Mike on the Blue app. It said that dude definitely took the red pill from the Matrix. Oh, 100% that guy did. Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you.
Is John actually secretly Vladimir Putin? Because this is a known tactic of Vladimir Putin, right? To keep everybody waiting. Mm-hmm. And the less he cares about you, the longer he keeps you waiting.
Like John just read like a strategy book. Like he just read a strategy book and he's like, ha, I'll do this.
The problem with that is the read a book part.
Rika says it's definitely a hot girl power move. It is a hot girl power move. Absolutely.
There we go. Okay, my screen was frozen. Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, this is all my personal opinion. Yeah, I was gonna ask Nemo there. What's he taught? there's plenty of people that I've talked to on the left that have mocked Charlie Kirk, so I don't know what Erika was talking about. And I guess I would ask Nemo.
Oh, do you want me to? Do you want me to? No, John. You just brought me up. Do you want me to explain to you what I was talking about?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Donald Trump just posted a Truth Social saying that he was glad that Mueller had passed away. Good. I'm glad he's dead.
I saw that.
He said. Okay, so that was what I was talking about. Was your dear leader, as Nemo would say, saying you like celebrating the death of somebody?
Well, I guess I can understand. For like I said, this is all my personal opinion. But from Trump's point of view, that was like a witch hunt in 2016, the Russian collusion hoax. So that's why I think that Trump has said the things that he did about Mueller.
Oh, so it's okay if somebody says bad things about you. It's okay to be happy with their death.
It's not something I probably, I would probably say in situations.
I'm not. I'm asking you,
exception.
John. I'm asking you a simple question. Now, this is yesterday. This is where we got into trouble. I don't need you to wax political. I don't need a monologue. It's a simple question. If somebody says bad things about you or critical things about you, is it okay to be happy they're dead? Yes or no?
Possibly. Depends.
No.
Depends.
I see. This is okay. So basically, what we've just proven here, John, is that you just don't have a spine. You can't just simply answer a question. Take a stand. Answer a question.
Well, I did answer you. It depends on the situation.
It really doesn't.
Now, but this
it's either a yes. It's either a yes or a no, because what you're trying to do now is you're trying to hedge your bets, because you know that Donald Trump has done this now. And somebody who is critical of him, and your excuse is going to be it's okay because this was somebody who went after Donald Trump, right?
So it wasn't just saying things about him. It was like a witch hunt. He was trying to.
It was literally just saying that he did things. That's literally all that it was.
Dude, it was an investigation.
It was literally and did Robert Mueller Erika, I think you got a weird echo there. Hold on one second.
Sorry.
Sorry. I didn't mean to mute you. That was an accident. I'm so sorry. Did Robert Mueller? Was it his decision to start an investigation into Donald Trump, John?
Oh, this is a while back, but he was appointed special counsel.
Right, he was appointed special counsel, so he was literally just doing the job that he was appointed to do, right?
Nah, yeah, I'd have to research it, but that sounds about right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And did he cause any personal, like physical harm to Donald Trump, or was any violence committed against Donald Trump because of the Mueller investigation or anything like that? Did that happen?
I don't think so, but it was an attempt to.
So none of it. No. You don't have to editorialize. It was just a simple yes or no. The answer is no. So we've now established that literally nothing really happened there, right? In fact, you guys are the ones who are always screaming from the mountaintops that nothing came of the Mueller investigation, right?
Yeah, right.
So there you go. So you literally have now proven the point that nothing bad happened from the Mueller investigation. So why should Donald Trump... Excuse me, John. Wait a second. You guys are the ones who are always screaming that nothing bad happened from the Mueller investigation and they didn't find anything wrong with Donald Trump. So, nothing bad happened. He wasn't hurt in any way, manner, shape, or form. But you think that it's acceptable... You think that it's acceptable for Donald Trump to attack a dead man in that way and say that he's glad that he's dead. It's good that he's dead. Those are his exact words. Yes?
Well, I don't think there was no harm caused, but I'll answer your question. It's not, like I would say, like if something like that, I would usually, unless it's like, can I say this on TikTok? Osama bin Laden. Like if it's him, I can understand being glad or celebrating. Generally speaking, I would just say something like no comment if I was asked.
Osama bin Laden unalived and helped to unalive thousands of people. That's a little different than being
right.
upsetty. That's a little different than being upsetty spaghetti because you didn't like somebody that was appointed to do a job. That's all.
Well, all I'm trying to say is that in rare cases, I think it's acceptable to be glad about somebody being unalived, like Osama bin Laden, right?
I don't know why you're pivoting to Osama bin Laden. This is like the thing you did yesterday by moving straight to Neo Schmatzi's reading books. I am asking you, is it okay that Donald Trump said it's good that Robert Mueller is dead? Holy fuck, dude. Just take a fucking stand and say yes or no.
Okay.
You are a spineless piece of shit.
No, I'm thinking.
I can't. I fucking can't with you, dude. Jesus Christ.
I just want to point out, Donald Trump was not asked for his opinion about the passing of Mueller. That is something that he chose to post on his Truth Social. He wasn't asked about it by a journalist. Posting no comment on his Truth Social randomly would be weird.
Thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Fuck you, nigger.
Yeah, there you go. By the way, guys, I really do love the TikTok shop. TikTok shop is all kinds of awesome. So, please continue to buy things from the TikTok shop. If you want to go in my showcase and get things from the TikTok shop, it's kind of great.
I just bought a laser hair removal device from the TikTok shop because I got called an Ewok.
All right, John, what's your answer?
Dude, why'd you kick me? I was thinking.
I asked you a question. It's you don't have to think about this. It's an answer. It's a yes or no. Is it acceptable or not acceptable?
From Trump's point of view, yes, I think so.
There you go. Good job.
Oslo says they bought their Audi from the TikTok shop. Didn't know they sold cars, but excellent work.
Oslo, does the paint job match you? I hope so. Smokey? Hello? Smokey? Don't know what's going on there, but no thanks.
By the way, I'm sorry that you got a weird echo from me. It's because I unplugged because Buzz wanted to sit on my lap.
Oh, you're fine, friend. It was a weird situation.
Why'd you kick me?
Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? No. Hi, thanks for calling the stream. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello? I don't know. Guess they can. So you think it was okay that Donald Trump said those things about Robert Mueller?
I didn't. What was the first? You said these things. I didn't hear the first part of what you said. What'd you say?
You think it's okay that Donald Trump made that statement about Robert Mueller, that he's glad he's dead?
I don't. I'm not glad, but Trump. Yeah,
I didn't ask about you. I said Donald Trump.
Yes, because it was a witch hunt against him. I understand.
Okay, great. Then you can't say anything about anyone who says that they're glad that Charlie Kirk is dead.
Sure, I can.
No, you can't. Nope, you can't.
Where did Charlie Kirk? Wait a minute,
nope,
Matt.
Nope. Charlie Kirk hurt me. Nope. Charlie Kirk's views hurt me personally, psychologically. He's caused a whole bunch of people to have views that have hurt me personally, that have hurt my friends personally. Like literally, personally. So abso-fucking-lutely, I'm glad that Charlie Kirk is dead because of that. Now I appreciate, by the way, you saying that, and now you have absolutely proven to all of us that you have zero room to criticize anyone because the exact same logic applies across the board. Either it applies to Donald Trump and to everybody, or it doesn't apply to everybody. So which is it?
Well, if somebody has
Either the exact same logic applies to everybody across the board, where you can say it's okay to say that you're glad someone is dead because they harmed you in some way, or it's not okay for everybody. It's one or the other.
And it depends.
It
Matt.
literally does not. It is a matter of if somebody harmed you, you can say it's okay that they died and you're glad, or it's not okay. Which is it?
Well, again, it depends on the context.
It
I just
really
disagree with
doesn't depend on the context
Matt,
at
just
all.
hang on a minute. Didn't was Mueller trying to put Trump in prison?
No.
Or no? Or
No.
We, but I mean,
No, he wasn't.
okay. So what was he? And there was about what $40 million that was wasted or so, right?
No,
And then also
actually,
to our country.
holy
went through this
shit,
bullshit.
Johnson. Do you want an answer to your questions, or are you just trying to rattle off a bunch of talking points?
Go ahead, Nemo.
Yeah. So $40 million was not wasted because the assets that were seized as part of the Mueller investigation actually ended up being net positive. So we made money because of the Mueller investigation.
Okay, Nemo.
You didn't know that, did you?
That's fucking sounds ridiculous to me. But
Does it
our
sound
country-
ridiculous? I mean, you're not going to look it up. You're not
Well,
going
Do
to.
you agree that there wasn't much?
You're not going to look that
No,
up.
there wasn't much there in the Mueller report, Nemo. Or do you disagree? What? Look, I think it was a witch hunt
30
against,
people were
General Flynn.
well, over 30 people were indicted.
I think General Flynn is a patriot. What do you think, Nemo?
Wait, which Flynn are we talking about?
General Flynn.
Mike Flynn.
Oh,
Michael
yeah,
Flynn.
like the QAnon weirdo. Yeah, no, fuck him.
See, I think
Nemo.
I think he's a good man, and I think that was a witch
John.
hunt against him.
John, shush. Quick question, Nemo.
Yep.
Wasn't Mueller appointed as special counsel in 2017 by Rosenstein?
Was it?
I believe
Yes.
it was.
I can't remember.
And
It's Rosen something. Was it Rosenstein?
I think so. And wasn't Rosenstein the Deputy Attorney General under, what was his name? Can't remember his name. But that was the Trump administration, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he was appointed, Jeff Sessions, that's it. He was appointed under the Trump administration, John.
Look, Erika, that whole Russian collusion hoax, it was complete
No, but it
bullshit.
wasn't John, it was Donald Trump's administration that convened the special
Erika.
counsel and the investigation in the first place.
Erika, how did this all come about? Wasn't it the Steele dossier? Does that ring a bell to you?
Hang on, why would, if they thought there was nothing in it, or not if they thought there was nothing in it, presumably, like if I were the Trump administration and I were appointing a special counsel in order to investigate something into me, the president, I would appoint someone who I thought was kind of friendly-ish. Wouldn't you, John?
It's
No,
called
sorry,
a hoax
John.
for
Can you answer my question?
appoint someone friendly. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you
I'll
do,
try
John. I think
No,
you
I really
do.
don't. Because here's the lie that the mainstream media was spinning around this time, okay? That President Trump was like a Russian asset. It was complete bullshit. Okay? And our country went through this nonsense for about
John.
3 years.
This is nothing to do with what I asked you. I asked you specifically. First of all, I pointed out that Mueller, because Jeff Sessions recused himself of being involved in the whole thing, right? So then Rosenstein appointed Larry Mueller. Both Rosenstein and Sessions were part of the Trump administration. Okay, the Trump administration appointed Mueller But now you're saying that somebody in his own administration, who, by the way, wasn't aiming to jail him and couldn't have done anyway, because I think you know, John, the DOJ has this policy about indicting standing presidents. So, no, they weren't trying to jail him. And what you're showing us by telling us this, John, is that you know fuck all. Once again, you don't know shit about shit.
Erica, this whole bullshit was concocted by the Democrats around 2015 to spy on his campaign, and it was complete nonsense. A Steele dossier called Opposition Research.
That's literally not.
Created...
That's literally not. What do you think prompted the? What do you think prompted the Mueller or the appointment of Mueller as a special counsel?
I like I said, the Steele dossier is a long time ago.
It wasn't the Steele dossier, dumbass. What do you think prompted Robert Mueller being appointed special counsel?
I know. Yeah, tell me, Nemo. I gave you my guess. Okay.
Something happened in 2017, and then Robert Mueller was appointed special counsel to lead an investigation into Donald Trump. What was the something that happened?
I told you I don't know. But what I do have is we talked about Matt.
I don't care what you do have. I'm specific questions.
Nemo, I don't know. Just it's a long time ago. It's a long time ago. I don't
Okay, well, it was a long time ago, but you're also speaking on things from 2015. So apparently 2015 is not a long time ago, but 2017 is.
The specific no, I'm just saying this. I'm just telling
James
you.
Comey was fired.
Comey, okay.
Donald Trump fired the director of the FBI.
Oh yeah, well Comey was in on that bullshit too. Dude, Nemo, they spied on the Trump campaign. Okay?
Oh my God.
This was, and I think
Dude.
it was green lighted by the Obama
administration.
administration.
This is like cope shit, man. Like Donald Trump fired the director of the FBI, a lifelong Republican who, I mean, yeah, he was not really a Trump fan, but he was also arguably one of the most responsible people for Donald Trump being elected in the first place.
Comey? Well,
yes, James Comey, because if James Comey had kept his mouth shut and stopped huffing his own farts about his own self-righteous farts long enough to not give an unprompted press conference as people were voting in the 2016 election, that may have just been enough to sway some votes. But he insisted on giving a 15 or 20-minute press conference where he basically said nothing other than, like, I guess they're going to continue to investigate Hillary Clinton, even though that went precisely nowhere. But he felt like he needed to say it, and he has never taken accountability for it because he's been asked about that. And he's like, well, I don't think that swayed any votes. I mean, I felt like I needed to say, I don't think that swayed votes. Yes, it fucking did. It did. Would it have been enough to sway the outcome? Don't know. We'll never know, right? But he could have just not been some self-righteous dipshit, and he was. So as far as if you think that I'm a fan of James Comey, I'm not. The only positive thing that I'll say about James Comey is homeboy is fucking tall. Like he is a giant. I encourage everybody. I'll find a picture of him in a second because he is tall as fuck. It's hilarious. But outside of that, no, I'm not a fan of James Comey.
Yeah.
But he was fired, and it is highly unusual for a president to fire the director of the FBI. Now, allowing the director to retire after their term is up, or not appointing them after their term is up, like reappointing them or whatever the fuck, that's normal. That is a normal thing. But firing is not. And so, of course, there was going to have to be an investigation into it, especially when James Comey himself said that he had a conversation with Donald Trump in which Donald Trump said, I need loyalty. And James Comey said, well, loyalty to the Constitution. He said, loyalty to me.
Okay, yeah, I get. Look, this was all look. I despise James Comey.
Okay.
But I have on here. I can give you the source. It's on megankelly.com. Everything you need to know about the bombshell reports.
I truly, genuinely, honestly could not give a solitary fuck what that bimbo has to say about anything.
John, hate to break this to you, but
I don't know. I got a violation. I don't know what I did. But...
Don't know.
I'm probably saying it's a hoax, which is actually the truth, right? But okay.
Yeah. Anyways, bye, John. Come back another time.
What do you mean come back another time, Matt?
I don't know. It's just like the like normal polite thing in me. I don't know why I said that. I don't know.
So here you go, Matt.
Yeah.
Here is a picture of the Martian, James Comey.
Bro. It's even taller than I... Jesus. Jesus.
Like, look at that. Look at that shit.
Is he like Baron Trump tall?
Yeah. I think they're actually the same height. Yeah. Because I think Baron Trump, he's like 6'8" or 6'9". And James Comey's between 6'8", 6'9".
You know that Trump absolutely like despised being in the same room with that guy, like, because you know that he just does not like people who are taller than him. Like, that is for sure. He's such an insecure little prick that this totally pissed him off. Like, aside from anything else with Comey, I bet you that pissed him off just as much as anything else. I guarantee it.
Somebody in the comments just suggested that James Comey might be Baron's real father.
Awesome. I mean, if we found out that it was someone else, would I be surprised?
Well, we know that Trump was playing around. You know.
Yeah.
Why shouldn't she?
I mean, yeah. Why shouldn't she? Guys, if you're over on the tube, our phone lines are open. Phone lines are open once again, so give us a ring. Now that we don't have a guest over here on TikTok, if you are here on TikTok, you can crust up in the box. We've got around 1,200 people in here over on TikTok. Got 150 people over on the tube. Thank you to Deb. Deb saying the same thing with the $1.99 super chat. James Comey is 6'8". Barron's dad, you be the judge. Deb agrees with us. Thank you, Deb. We appreciate you. And thank you to James. James says on the green app, it says for the boys and lady. Thank you, James. I will split this up 3 ways, and that was very kind of you. Thank you, friend. I'm gonna do it right now. Shut up, Erika. I'm gonna do it right now before I forget. God damn. Erika, shut up.
I appreciate being called a lady, by the way. It's not true, though.
She's a lady. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
She's a lady.
Sorry, I got distracted. So to your point about Trump and Comey, yeah, no, 100%. Trump was very intimidated by Comey being way taller than him. Which, I mean, I get it, but also, damn. Like if you're just randomly in a room with someone who's, you know, basically a foot taller than you, yeah, no, I can understand being intimidated or whatever.
I get it.
But if you happen to be the president of the United States, I don't think that matters anymore. right? Like, I mean, shit. When I was a manager, one of the guys on my team, I think he was like 6'5", and I'm 6 foot. So, homeboy was way taller than me. It didn't matter. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care. At a certain point, especially when you're the president of the United States. Like, who the fuck cares?
You're not just the boss, you're the ultimate boss.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I would just want to point out I'm 5'1", and I teach kids who are over 6 foot tall. So I'm relatively commonly in a position where I'm the boss, but everyone's taller than me. So yeah, it's fine. It's about presence. It isn't about height.
Once again, guys, if you're over on the tube, our phone is open. Our phone line is open, so please feel free to give us a ring over there. If you're over here on TikTok, hop on up. We've got well over 1,100 people, and we would like to talk to folks who are still supporting Donald Trump. We want you to explain to us why. Why are you still supporting Donald Trump? For those of you who are not, please keep helping us out. Tap the screen. Help out by gifting Nemo and Erika. And also the live gift goal. Okay, Dolphin, I will check out Discord. Thank you. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what's up.
Oh, never mind.
Oh my God, Dolphin, why would you make me look at this? If I have to look at this, I'll make everybody else look at this. It says, in the early days of Mar-a-Lago. Ugh.
Why is Mar-a-Lago the shape of a lady chesticle?
I don't know. I don't know about any of this.
What the?
It's just.
I feel like there's whoever I don't know advised on this photo. I'm assuming that like the photographer probably had input on the theme here. It's like it's multiple things at once, but they're all bad. Like they're not good attempts at whatever they are. So like there's a vague bit of, I don't know, Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford situation with the white coat. And definitely, is that Rolls Royce? I mean, shit.
Yeah, I think it's a Rolls, yeah.
So you've got that vibe going on. I know that's very specific. It has nothing to do with any of the Indiana Jones movies. It's just certain things in the Indiana Jones movies related to that. But also it's like a shitty version of like, I don't know, a Ralph Lauren magazine cover ad.
I think he looks like his outfit. Have you watched like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, where the like redneck cousin comes to visit?
Cousin Randy, where he absolutely Cousin Eddie, where Cousin Eddie when he dresses up, that 100% I like that. Now, but to Nemo's point, when you're talking about the photo, I guarantee you, when you talk about like the photograph and the composition, everything like that, I bet you that he hired a photographer, and the photographer was like, hey, let's do X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, blah. And he probably might have even had, at one point in time, a stylist who was like, okay, and let's do blah, 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 blah. And he told them, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do this. This looks best, blah, blah. And he just blew right past them and was like, this is the best. I know what's best. And this is what you end up with, is something that's all fucked up. Like, to your point, you're like, there's all these disparate elements that, like, this doesn't work at all. It's because he took what might have been some good ideas and fucked it up.
Exactly. It's people are saying like Great Gatsby vibes. Princess of the Bay. You nailed it, which is 70s Indiana Jones and Palm Beach, Miami Vice. It's like if Indiana Jones was a racist, and then also that he, instead of putting the Ark of the Covenant in the museum, he sold it to like the Germans, and the Germans gave him a lot of money and also that Rolls Royce. And then he watched a lot of Magnum PI and wanted to do some like Miami Vice type shit. But 5 minutes before that, he saw an ad for Polo and wanted to make that a thing too.
It's just, this is just the quintessential photo of a guy in the 1980s who was rolling up dollar bills in the bathroom, if you know what I mean. Okay? Anyways, sorry to hurt your eyeballs with that one, but that was pretty funny. Thank you, Dolphin. That was funny. Appreciate the levity there. That was delightful.
That picture matches the pattern of the carpet in Mar-a-Lago. You'll understand when you see. Hold on.
It was up too long. I mean, we were analyzing. We were dissecting and analyzing. This is what we have to do. Oh, what am I showing? What do you have, Erika? What's this? Oh, yeah, the absolutely, exactly. Cousin Eddie. There you go. Perfect.
Who is that?
It's Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
That's real nice, Clark. Real nice. Jelly of the Month Club. That's the gift that keeps on giving all year long.
Jelly of the Month. I can equally see Donald Trump, like, you know, getting rid of excretions down the drain in his socks and shoes and dressing gown.
I really need to point out to everybody and just go straight up on the record that movie is an absolute fucking Christmas banger. It is like one of the funniest things, and do not argue with me about it. I will take no notes. You can fuck right off if you don't think that that's a funny movie. No notes. Okay? I'm just straight up. None.
Isn't it weird as well that Randy Quaid is like the biggest Trumper now, and yet
he's off the reservation, that guy.
He was predicting what Donald Trump would be like years later.
He's wild off the reservation. Chevy Chase is a complete fucking asshole and has done some terrible shit, even though I always really liked him as an actor and as a comedian, but goddamn, he fucked that guy. And like, there's some weird shit that's happened, but sorry, that movie fucking holds. Anyways, the Nemo, this is such a great example. Like, look at that. Just look at that shit.
So the pattern of the carpet, everyone look at that. The pattern of that is the carpet at Mar-a-Lago that Trump picked.
Like a fleur de lilies, sort of like a whatever, like that.
Yeah. Now, if you look at that, and then if you look at that photo, same vibes. It's just tacky. It's tacky.
It's absolutely. Here, I'll pull up the other one.
It looks like the curtains from The Sound of Music that they make the children's costumes out of, but with a black background instead of like a cream background.
Yeah, it really. It really is a good point. It just really it does really match this. Yeah. It also, the fact that those pictures. So just to point this out, also, this is just another complete aside, but I think it bears mentioning. The fact that this photo was taken just a couple of years ago. This is the most outdated shit. Like, again, this is Donald Trump being like, I know best for design. I know what it should look like. I know, because, like, that's what this shit is. This is when you don't let a fucking professional do their job. And you'll be like, well, yeah, that's dumb and that's stupid, but who cares, right? Because he's just got bad taste and you know, and it's shitty and like whatever. He's stuck in the 80s and he thinks everything gold is good, but whatever. We got bigger fish to fry, right, Matt? The problem is that this idea translates to everything else. He thinks he knows best about everything. About the economy, about foreign policy, about national defense. Take your pick. He knows best, and he doesn't want anyone else to tell him what he should do, even if they are far more fucking qualified to do so.
Can you zoom out on that picture a bit, Matt?
Yep.
Because I didn't realize you were looking at the carpet for a moment because it's covered with stolen documents. So my eye was drawn by the stolen documents as opposed to the carpet, you know?
Don't let the carpet distract from the stolen documents, Erika. You know.
Yeah. I like the way that all of you went, look at this. And I'm like, yeah, stolen documents. And you were like, the carpet. Oh, I see.
We're paying attention to the carpet.
It's like a dumb Bond villain. Like the crime is bad, right? And you would be focusing on that. But unfortunately, like the villain isn't even cool looking. Like Bond villains tend to be cool. Like they look cool. Donald Trump just looks fucking tacky.
They got like a neat pet or like a cool like neat catchphrase or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, he's got none of that shit. Sheener, hi, did you vote for Donald Trump? Hello? Sheener?
Her videos don't look like she
Yeah,
supports them.
yeah.
Convention center carpet. Oh my God, that's so right. Oh wow.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Guys, once again, while we were hanging out and chatting about this stuff, give us a ring. Our phone line is currently open and receiving phone calls. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you can give us a ring on that number that's right above my head or pinned in our chat over on the tube. If you're over here on TikTok, all you need to do is request up. You can talk to us. Please make sure that you're supporting Nemo, Erika, and myself. We appreciate all of that. Thank you. Make sure that you're following all of us here and our backups. Please make sure that you're subscribed both to myself and to Nemo and Erika. You can find their links directly below me right here in the description of the tube video. Please make sure you're doing that. I'm also on Twitch now on the Purple app, so go to the links in my bio to do that. Also, get on Nemo's Discord. Nemo's Discord is a great spot. There's a lot of people over there. It's a fun community, a lot of cool people. The live chat is fun to have another spot to talk shit and share memes and fun stuff, especially and sources and different things like that. Go join up. I really do strongly recommend it. Check it out. And lastly, if you want to offer any additional support, find links here in our bios or links over on the tube in the description for us in our link trees. appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for being here on a Saturday. I don't know exactly how much longer we'll be on, but I've got some time here on a Saturday afternoon that I don't normally have, and I was like, Neo, let's do it, and he was like, yeah, and then Erika's like, well, fuck it, let's fucking go. Also, I want to remind you guys that, like I said, tomorrow night we'll give you more normal time live in the evening, so come join Nemo and I for that on a little regular extra. For you, okay? It'll be fun. So, there we go.
I think I might have a Twitch. I forgot if I made one. I'm pretty sure I did.
If you do, go check it out in Nemo's. Nemo, put it in your link tree too.
Yeah, I don't even think it's in my link tree.
Dude,
I'm checking if I have one.
This is no joke. When I had to go, I was like, I'm checking mine right now, Crystal. I had to go. When I went to go create mine, because I was like sometime last week, I was like, all right, I'm finally gonna get another stream going, and I also wanted to test it out for eventually, if we're doing multi streams to different places. I was like, I want to finally try it, see to do now. So now, but I'm like, okay, cool, it's working. I've got it going to multiple places. Cool. But I went to go do it, and I typed in my email address, and it's like, you already have an account. And I was like, I do have an account? Really? And I went and looked. I did have an account. I have one follower. And I was scratching my head. I was like, I wasn't following anybody. And I have one follower. And I was like, and this said that I created this account 6 years ago or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck? And it finally fucking dawned on me what it was. And this is one of the funniest fucking things, is that I briefly dated this girl for a couple of months who enjoyed the fact that I like to play a couple of video games. I'm not a big gamer, but there were a couple of video games that I've always really liked, one of which being the Ocarina of Time. And then another one that I had just gotten into at the time, which is called The Witness, which some of you may know, some of you may not, but it is an incredibly complex puzzle game. It's basically you're set on it, you're on an island by yourself, no one else, and it's just an increasing set of incredibly difficult puzzles. Either you like logic puzzles and you're totally into this game, or you fucking hate this game and you will throw your controller through your television. It's one or the other. Anyways, this girl was like, I really enjoy watching you play video games. It's so chill and soothing, and it's a lot of fun. I love seeing you play Ocarina of Time or watching you play The Witness or different things like that. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, cool, that's great. She's like, I wish I could do it while I'm working and keep a stream of you, because that would be cool. And I was like, oh yeah, that'd be fun. She's like, Twitch is a thing, and actually we could do this. I was like, you actually want, you mean that you actually want to do? She's like, yeah. She's like, will you stream to me on Twitch anytime that you play? I was like, okay, sure. And so I created a Twitch account, and she followed me, and I guess I streamed to her a few times. It all came back to me. I was like, oh yeah. Is that a red flag, guys? I don't know. But I was like, okay, here you go. So I did it, and then we broke up, and I guess I never deleted my Twitch account. Also, I think she's still following me. So hope she likes the new content.
Nice.
I don't think it's a red flag.
I think it depends on context. If you said, I'm going to stay home and play the Ocarina of Time, which, by the way, sounds like a tenuous name of a game anyway. And she said, will you stream it to me so that she can check that you're at home playing the Ocarina of Time? That's a red flag.
Erika, The
Yes,
Legend of
Matthew.
Zelda Ocarina of Time is considered to be one of the greatest video games of all time. I will not have your slander of one of the greatest video games to ever exist.
First of all, it wasn't slander. I was just commenting on the name. And how dare you when Tetris exists?
I didn't say that it had to meet or exceed Ted. Those are two entirely different cat. We'll discuss later. We're going to talk about this, ma'am. Trump Homelander. Hi. Did you vote? Did you vote for Donald Trump? Assuming you did. I'll invite you to unmute.
Yeah, Matt. Oh, yeah. Wow, you're Lebanese. Yeah, Matt. I did vote for Trump. I did think he was the better candidate, more suited for the job.
How old are you and what state are you in?
18. And I'm from New Jersey.
What year were you born?
2007.
You didn't vote for Donald Trump.
What do you mean?
You couldn't have voted for Donald Trump. You would have been 16.
You can in New Jersey.
Nope.
You have to be 18 to vote in a federal election, kids.
My government has changed the voting age to 16.
Or 17. You would have been 17, depending on when his birthday is. Sorry, 16 or 17, but either way. But not old enough to vote. But Erika, Tetris, comparing Tetris to The Legend of Zelda is that those are completely, and then the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, or this is just wildly different. That you can't do that.
All I said was that calling anything the Ocarina of Time is somewhat tenuous.
It's a also.
That's all I said.
I mean, Tetris also has a bomb ass soundtrack. I will say that.
I mean, fucking amazing soundtrack. Also, for those of you who haven't on Netflix, there was like an awesome like made for Netflix movie about how Tetris came to be. And although I knew like the basic story and what was behind it, the fucking made for Netflix movie was really cool. It was awesome. It was really, really great. I highly suggest that you guys check it out. It's great. But yeah, entirely separate things. And yes, the Ocarina of Time, one of the greatest games to ever exist. And I'm not at all bothered by the title. Sometimes, when things get translated from Japanese, also they're a little strange sometimes, but make sense in the greater context. Because in the game, there is in fact an ocarina that you can play that can move you through time.
Of course it can. Why wouldn't it be able to? I just want to point out to the comments super quick. Neither Matt nor Nemo muted me. I muted myself. Just in case you were about to go off. I muted myself.
No, not the magic flute. The magic flute is in Super Mario Brothers 3. That's what you're thinking of.
Hey, somebody just said they wouldn't do that to you. Don't get it twisted. If I said something Matt really disliked, he would absolutely drop me from the panel.
Yeah, I would. Also, if you really want a little mind fuck between Super Mario Brothers 3, speaking of the warp whistle, and Ocarina of Time, go listen to the warp whistle sound in Super Mario Brothers 3, and then go listen to the overworld theme, the title screen from Ocarina of Time. with that. Listen to those two things back to back, and you get a little mind fuck right there. Somebody asked what the puzzle game that I mentioned was. It's The Witness. The Witness is that puzzle game, and I am telling you right now, before anyone comes back and ats me, do not play this game unless you really like intense logic puzzle games, because you will get very fucking frustrated if that's not your thing. I'm just really, that's what the game is. That's all that the game is. It's just a series of increasingly more difficult puzzles in different areas of the island. That's it. So, like, if you don't like that, don't play it, because you'll be like, what the fuck? Why did you say recommend this game? So there you go. That's my disclaimer. I just want to say that's for TikTok. This is my own opinion.
Going to work
So.
today.
Barbie, hi. Did you vote for Donald
And
Trump?
just working today.
I'm guessing the answer is no.
Tomorrow's Saturday. He goes, oh.
Yeah, no. So, yeah. Anyways, where are the Trump supporters?
And there's someone, I've been perusing the comments, and there's some fella called Greg having an argument about the classified documents. Greg, if you want to talk about it, come up and talk to us.
Mist is better than The Witness. Now listen. Now we're talking about two. Oh, thank you guys. Now we're talking about two things that are just so, like, I mean, are they both like technically puzzle games that are both kind of like set on an island, and you're like, okay, yeah, they have a similar vibe, sure, but like Myst is, it's such an like, it's so totally different. Still, like, you guys are putting two things in that shouldn't belong in the same category anymore. So, just saying.
Oh yeah, not Grant. I said Greg. Grant, thank you for coming to see me. I was saying Greg. In fact, Greg's there. I'm gonna give him a little invitey. Oh, I can't.
Oh.
Obs.
Come on.
He's having an argument with like the entire comment section about the classified documents, like everybody. But he won't come up. That's so weird. Why not, Greg?
Greg. Oh. Why? Why are you so... Oh, here. It's fine. I'll help you out, Greg. There you go, bud. Now you're going to have to come up. Hi, Greg. Did you vote for Donald Trump? Well, and he ran away.
Ooh.
Well, he's muted in the comments. So. Oh, no, wait. He's back. Well.
Yay.
There was much rejoicing. Hi, Greg. Did you vote for Donald Trump?
Yep.
Cool. How old are you, and what state did you vote in?
49. I voted in Kentucky.
Okay. Why do you still support Donald Trump?
Why do I still support him?
Yeah, why do you still support him?
Well, I really don't support the war in Iran right now. I really didn't. He could have done that. But I think he could have went other routes, but I don't think he should have done that. I kind of aggravated with that. But the point I was trying to make is I don't know. We got on this. I was talking to people about the classified documents. Joe Biden was as a vice president. You don't have classification or clearance to have classified documents. Only a president does.
No, Greg,
And
there was an executive order by President Obama that gave Joe Biden the exact same access to classified documents as he had. I pointed that out to you when you were in the comments.
no, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah. What is your assertion?
The vice president does not have clearance to have classified documents.
Yeah, they do.
Not only president. Remember when Bill Clinton? I think Bill Clinton kept his classified documents in his drawer or something. They said, or some kind of dresser or something.
You're talking about the sock drawer thing. So the sock drawer thing, for anyone that doesn't know, basically, Bill Clinton had recordings that he was going to use for, I think, like a book or some shit.
Yep.
After he left office, and there was some legal questions about whether or not that material was classified and whether or not he should be allowed to have access to it. But the Clinton sock drawer thing, that happened that would have been 2001. And Obama's executive order, which established classification authority, that happened in whenever, I don't know, like when Obama was president. So it would have been after. But basically, classification authority, it does mention the vice president, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, actually, I was just pulling it up. It was Executive Order 13526 in December of 2009.
So okay.
Yep.
So if Trump wanted to make an executive order, he could just do that and say that anybody could do anything they want to do because he could make an executive order. Because if Obama can do stuff like that, could Trump do that?
Yeah, theoretically he could.
He could have, but
so I'm not.
But he would have had to have actually done it while he was president, and he didn't.
Who?
Huh?
You talking about Trump or Obama?
Yeah. So if Trump wanted to change something about the classification of things, or if he was allowed to steal documents and keep them even after the National Archives requested them back for over a year, he would have had to have changed those rules before he left the office, which he didn't.
Right.
So.
But they said that they found Joe Biden had the classified documents. Was in his garage by his Corvette.
Exactly. And do you want to know the difference between what happened with Donald Trump and Joe Biden?
Go ahead.
Joe Biden took a box of classified documents by mistake, and the day that he was asked to return them, do you know what he did? He returned them. Do you know what happened when the FBI... I'm sorry, Erika, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to point out, it wasn't even that he was asked to return them. So what happened was...
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Yeah. When Donald Trump did all this fuck shit with the classified documents at Mar-a-Lago, what it made everybody else do who'd ever been in a position where they had access to classified documents was go looking to see if they had any classified documents themselves. And both Mike Pence and Joe Biden found that they were in possession at their homes or offices of classified documents that they shouldn't have kept. So they both reported it themselves to NARA and told NARA they had them, which then sparked an investigation. So it wasn't even that somebody else found that Joe Biden had documents. Joe Biden found that Joe Biden had documents and reported it.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot that was even a self-report with him and Mike Pence. But the point being is that they returned the documents, and literally NARA was asking for over a year for Trump to return the documents and didn't, which is why the FBI literally had to go in and raid Mar-a-Lago to retrieve the documents because he wouldn't return them voluntarily.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that Obama signed the executive order to give Biden. I thought it was always stated that only a president had classifications to classified documents, but I didn't know about the Obama, given that Joe Biden.
Yeah, like
But
the
the thing,
executive order, it just lays out. I mean, what's surprising is that there wasn't something like a law or like a proper law that lays out classification authority prior to that, and that it's literally just an executive order. That's crazy. I'm surprised, honestly, but
the thing about it is, but you all said, Obama signed an executive order that gave Biden permission to have classified documents. So if he gave him permission to have them, then why would he have to return them?
They don't. No. He had permission to view them. He had permission
View
to
them, but not keep them.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe potentially be in possession of them while in government office. Like, for example, in the vice president's office, I'm sure that it was acceptable for him to keep certain documents in his office or have them in his possession there. But upon leaving the office, if there are documents that are still deemed classified, NARA can absolutely request that any and all of those documents come back, and they most likely should go back to the government unless they are declassified or they are deemed to be acceptable for the person to take. I mean,
Well,
that
there's another layer to that though, Matt, because the classified documents that Joe Biden had, they weren't documents per se. It wasn't like a document with the word classified stamped at the top. They were notes that he had taken in meetings into notebooks. So it wasn't like at Donald Trump's house where they were in folders that had the word classified on them. They were notebooks and kind of meeting schedules and that kind of thing.
So you're saying they weren't literally like labeled like these are that say secret, top secret, like you can clearly see that these are classified documents in special folders.
Yeah, they weren't. It wasn't the same. It was notes, mostly notes that he'd taken for his own, I guess, so that he could remember what had gone on in meetings and the detail of everything. But what had been discussed was of a classified nature.
Yeah,
so
like the knowledge itself is classified.
Yeah. What he'd written down was classified, but it wasn't a classified document per se.
Yeah. Also, as far as the classified, so just to save you some headache, the documents being classified, at least in the case of Trump, I mean, also arguably in the case of Biden, but no, not with Biden. With Trump, even if the documents were completely declassified, let's say they had no classification whatsoever, they were publicly available. Trump could not hold on to those documents. The way to think about it, the analogy that I use is, like your driver's license. Like I don't want to say something more private because TikTok will freak out. But let's just use your driver's license as an example, right? That is not classified, right? That is not a secret. But you also don't really want somebody to have that, right?
Yeah, I mean,
and so, and if they have that, well, that's not their property. Just because your driver's license is technically public, that doesn't mean that they get to magically hold on to it, right? Because it's your property. The same thing is true with the classified any of those documents, right? Whether they're classified or not, those documents don't belong to Donald Trump, the individual. They belong to the federal government. While he was president of the United States, yeah, he can look at them, he can whatever, right? Because he's the federal government. The second that he leaves office, he is no longer the federal government. He is just a civilian. And he is not allowed under any circumstances to have those documents because that is property of the federal government.
And Nemo, that's what the argument was about Bill Clinton's sock drawer. It wasn't that anything in it was classified. It was the argument that they might be presidential records.
Oh yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah. So it wasn't again that he had classified documents in his sock drawer. It was the fact that he'd made these recordings, and I think he said something like they were for his memoir.
Yeah.
After he'd been president. And it wasn't Project Veritas, but it was a group like Project Veritas who had asked NARA for access to these recordings that he'd made, and they then said, well, we haven't got them. And he had them at home in his sock drawer. And then there was this whole court case because that group wanted the recordings, and he was arguing that they weren't presidential records. And I think the court found that they weren't presidential records, that they were private. They were private records.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I gotta go. I got things to do. I gotta take my wife out to dinner, and I've got. But all right, I'm gonna jump off here. I gotta go. I've got stuff to do.
All righty. Have a good one.
Have a delightful day, Greg. Stay radiant.
So, class, what do we... Thank you, Erika. I honestly, I had completely forgotten even some of the finer details of the Biden thing because I feel like it's been fucking forever since I talked about that. Thank you.
Well, Nemo and I were here arguing this shit back in the day where it was the thing that came up every single time that you talk to somebody. So, you know.
Even a year ago, people were still like, that was still a thing and people were talking about, and the witch hunt and this and that. Like, it was still like coming up pretty, like, at least here and there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, you know, familiar with it and all. I was like, God damn. Then I was like, it's a real throwback. Like, we're really reaching.
It's been a while since I've talked about that. Yeah, it's easy to get confused on that one, especially like it's all about how you approach it. So I try to approach it from like the way that I just did, which is that it doesn't matter if they're classified. Them being classified just makes it worse. But it doesn't actually matter at all because it's not his property. It's not he, the individual. It's not his property.
Yeah.
It is the government's property. And, you know, just approaching it from that perspective, that tends to get through to people just because I think it's easier to understand than, you know, talking about, you know, classification authority and getting into the executive order, which I'm trying to remember what the phrasing is in Obama's executive order. It's like source. It's something source. It's basically the creator of whatever classified thing is. It's like source or origin or something like that. But like getting into all the minutia of that, it's very easy to get lost in that. And then if you get into like timelines, it's even easier to get like super lost. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get lost in all that bullshit.
Well, they always seem to forget as well. that there is a process for declassifying, and although in theory the president can declassify anything, it has to go back to the, like Nemo said, the originating source of the document, and they have to kind of agree that it can be declassified. Because otherwise, presidents could be declassifying at the end of their term all kinds of stuff that could then cause you real problems. And my main issue with this whole thing is that some of the documents that he had in his house were about my country's nuclear submarines. Not even. Can you imagine if Boris Johnson was found to have like United States nuclear secrets in his bathroom?
It would be fine. We wouldn't overreact at all to that.
I think we also had, like, I think there was, I don't know. Yeah. There was some shit on Macron too. Like, dirt. It was, spies and, whatever embarrassing thing about Macron.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
I kind of want to know. That those two, that there's some, there's some juicy shit there. Just saying, those two.
Macron's the top of my would F list of world leaders.
Erika, go for it. There you go. Nice.
Yeah. I mean, he's a good-looking dude, and he's French, so he can just be like reading an IKEA instruction manual in French, and be like, "Oh my god."
Wouldn't the IKEA instruction manual names all still be Swedish though?
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
He could be reading a recipe for banana bread.
Yeah.
I can't imagine being turned on by the phrase Billy Bookcase.
That's a good point.
That one really ruined the mood. Do you remember that video though of what was it when the door, the airplane door, the jet door opened, and he was like some argument that he was having with his partner. It was like the door opened too early, or they were in the middle of fighting each other and like had to quickly compose himself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, hold on. I have to find this for you now. Hold, please.
I remember in college, when I met my ex, she was British and she was an exchange student. All the exchange students were housed together. So one of them was Italian. And this is just proof of the bullshit. We were all out one day. There was an American girl with us, and she was really into the Italian dude. And I said, okay. Or she was saying, say something in Italian. I just love it. And most of the time when you say that to someone, you blank. Like, what the fuck? I don't know what to say. What do you want me to say? And I said, you see the burger in front of you? Describe it. Just describe the burger. And he was literally just describing a fucking cheeseburger from Steak and Shake. And she was like salivating.
Oh my God, that's awesome. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. I'm gonna remember that the next time I need somebody's like, say something in French. I'm gonna remember. That's a good thing to remember. By the way, so this is Brigitte Macron. All right. So this was the date. This is back in May. So this is close to a year ago. They were having a little fight. And here's the airplane. The airplane door opens. All right, you ready? Here you go. Keep an eye on Mac. Ready? Oh!
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like I love the just immediate realization that people could see him in the like, hi.
I don't know. If you go back to when she's pushing on his face, like what's his expression right as that's happening? Because I think that if he's got like kind of a, I don't know, a neutral expression, you could play it off as, oh yeah, no, like I just said something to pick on her and she like play hit me or something.
It
does look like they were fighting.
Yeah, they were fighting. I think they even admitted. I think they even admitted after the fact that, yeah, he's shocked. There was some shock there. So, like, that right there. Look at that. Like that's
fuck.
Yeah. So.
Hi BBC.
She was his teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah,
she was his English teacher.
Yeah, it was some. Yeah, the French.
Also,
they don't care.
It is the dude that opens the door. I don't know if it's just like the angle, but he looks freakishly tall.
Well, it might. Well, I think it's the angle, right? Because Macron is obviously behind him.
Yeah,
by a ways.
I think you're right.
But also, Macron is short. He's short. He's a short king. I'm pretty sure, right? Macron is short.
Oh yeah, he's a pocket rocket.
Yeah.
But she didn't.
Oh wow, okay.
Right, how tall is he?
He's
she didn't
5'9".
know that. She thought he'd grow more. She met him when he was young.
Yeah, it looks like the consensus is between 5'8" or 5'9". Yeah.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's taller than I thought. For some reason, comparatively, I thought maybe I've just seen him around taller people. That's actually not really short. So, cool.
Oh, hang on.
What?
My pal Tootle has just said in the comments he's Micron.
Damn.
Brutal.
Damn. It's also like, it's extra funny because, French, right? So Napoleon, even though like Napoleon, fun history fact, everyone, because I got him. I got history facts for days, right? This is why you love me. So the whole Napoleon thing that people talk about how Napoleon was short, he wasn't actually short. That's a myth. And the reason why people think that is because at the time you had the Brits and the French, and they both insisted on using the same word for measurement, which was inch, right? So they both were doing they both had inches. This is before metric, right? So they both used inch. The thing was that an inch in France was not the same size as an inch in Britain. And so an inch in France was actually a bit longer than an inch in Britain. So what that means is when Napoleon was reported as 5'3" or something, 5'3" in France is not 5'3" in Britain. It's like 5 foot whatever the fuck. He was actually normal height or slightly above average height. He wasn't tall, but he was not by any means short. He was 5'7". So yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, which 5'7" during Napoleon, what was that? Early 1800s?
I mean, that would have been I mean, honestly, it would have been above average height.
Yeah. Yeah. Cuz I mean, yeah, 5'7". I mean, to put it in perspective, a lot of world leaders are about that height.
But the real thing here is that Erika would totally bone Macron. It's the main point that we need to, get across here.
The upside is that Erika, in that case with Macron, no stepping stool required. See, short kings.
I just want you to know at this juncture, my tallest ever boyfriend was 6'7", and there was no stepping stool required, but for a completely different activity than the one that you're suggesting.
Well, obviously, like, why would you need a stepping stool for Bible study? Silly goose.
I like it when Matt backs out of the picture.
Also, seeing as we're talking about height, Vladimir Putin. It should be noted, Vladimir Putin is between 5'6" and 5'7". I always thought that he was tall, and that's 100% because the pictures are designed to make you think that. He is a short dude. And I mean, obviously, some of that is because he's old now, so a lot of guys will shrink whenever you get into, your late age. But yeah, he's between 5'6" and 5'7".
Hang on, you know that shirtless picture of him on the horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you telling me that was actually a Shetland pony?
Probably. Honestly.
Nice.
Or just a really small horse.
Well, that would be a pony. Small horses are called ponies, but not necessarily
Well,
a Shetland.
Not necessarily. Okay, yeah, sure, fine.
He's compact. He is compact communist. Former KGB agent, compact, efficient. Not like capitalist, fucking wasteful.
Travel size. Yeah.
I got that one at the same time. Yeah, I got that.
It's a great comment.
He is travel size because Great Mother Russia span 12 time zones. Must be travel size for all Russia.
There's no Trump supporters here. There's nobody left.
If you can't tell.
No.
I have a hoodie that says on the front, "I'm not sure I'm fun sized."
Yeah, fun size. Yeah.
Yeah. I have another one that says, "My body's not a temple, it's an amusement arcade."
I like that.
Also, Joe Rogan is a shorty.
Most movie, like a lot of movie stars and a lot of celebrities like that, Nemo, like are surprisingly short.
Yeah. Like, I mean, to be clear, to be 1,000% clear, number one, I don't like Joe Rogan. Number two, he is 5'7" and he would absolutely fold me and like laundry and place me into whatever laundry organizing receptacle. Like, he's a trained fighter. I understand that he's. I wouldn't fuck with him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, yeah, he's short.
Oh yeah,
like
Sly Stallone. That's right, Nick. Yeah, he's short. He's short. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. He is like surprisingly short. I can tell you. Hold on. He is. You ready? Hold on. This says 5'10". There is no fucking way. There's no fucking way he's 5'10". There's no way. I heard like everybody who's like, there's no way. Is that right? There's no way. That's like his bio or IMDb or whatever. Like, this feels like a complete fucking retcon about I was gonna say I thought that he was like 5'7" or something like that.
I just want to point out at this juncture, because there are a few people in the comments saying, well, I'm only this tall and you're talking about us like this. I'm 5'1", okay? I love being small. I love it means I get to ask people. I don't have to do any of the stuff that's up high. I can ask someone else to do. Being small is a bonus. You have a lower center of gravity. You don't fall over as much. It's a very good thing. Okay? Just saying.
Yeah, see, there you go. No one's. It's not an insult to anybody. We're just some like pointing out some things about people. It's not an insult. Not an insult. All right.
I have to clarify my story about Sly Stallone. So we were in Miami years ago, and he was doing a photo shoot, and this was right before we met him when he was done. He was literally standing on a box as they're doing the photo shoot, so they could get enough height on him to get like a good shot. And when we met him, I'm 5'5". There's no way he was as tall as me. Like maybe just barely, like 4.5 would be my max that I would give him.
I mean, I'm 5'11". I'm 5'11". I've never had to and I have taken some professional photos, and I even worked as briefly for a couple of days on a set as a stand-in and stuff like that. Not to stand on a box or anything like that for and I'm 5'11". That's exactly where I am. I don't have to lie. I don't say I'm 6 feet or anything. I am 5'11". That's my height. That's where I'm at. It's on my driver's license. That's what I am. But so if that says that he's 5'10", that means we're essentially the same height. We are 1 inch off. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
No, he's tiny. I promise you, he's tiny. It was the biggest shock of my life. It changed my perspective on every Hollywood actor, because now I don't believe that any of them are tall. But I just had to clarify my story. That was all.
Oh, good. Glad. We definitely needed to make that happen, because I was confused, because I was like, come on. I know that I've heard multiple Hollywood stories that this guy is just short, really short.
Oh,
and again,
God, so small.
I don't care that he's short. It doesn't matter that he's short, but it's kind of like that thing. He's obviously he's lying about his height. So,
I mean, he plays these big roles where he's, he's a fighter, or he's this big tough guy. He's just a little tough guy. It's okay.
Oh, Nemo. Oh, whoa. Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, just to give you a rough idea. So there's the one picture where Rogan is standing next to Ben Shapiro, and you are led to believe that, oh, well, yeah, that's yeah, okay, he's normal height. No, because Ben Shapiro is also very short. Ben Shapiro was actually tiptoeing in that picture. That is RFK Jr.
Yeah, wait. So
but yeah.
So in this, so they're basically the same. They're the same height. If you guys can't see this, they're Rogan and Shapiro, same height. I can't see their feet, but roughly okay. And then look at, holy shit, how tall is RFK Jr., Nemo? I have no idea.
Just going off that picture, I'm guessing he's probably 6'1". Let's see. RFK Jr. height. Yep, 6'1".
Okay. So really not that tall, but definitely he's got 5 inches on Rogan, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, easily. Which, to be clear, even in that situation, because that's, I guess, roughly the same height difference, because I'm 6 foot, so I am shorter than RFK, but it's going to be close to that. Again, Joe Rogan would annihilate RFK Jr., even though RFK Jr. has 4 or 5 inches of reach. it doesn't matter. Joe Rogan would annihilate him because Joe Rogan is a trained fighter. The at a certain point, height just beats everything, but it's not that. So there's this wild video. Oh fuck, who is it? Wow, asshole UFC Irish guy.
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
There we go. Conor McGregor versus is it Bjorn? Is that his name? Hafthor Bjornsson. There we go. Okie dokie. So, for anyone that doesn't know who Hafthor Bjornsson is, that's okay, because that is a very, very Swedish, Nordic something sounding name. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get a fucking picture of this.
This is such a nice switch in tone. I love it.
A little different.
People are asking if he was the guy that was in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Yes.
The one that
So
played the mountain.
The mountain.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it.
yeah, he is. Close enough. Well, I'm trying to get a good. All of these are like moving, but whatever. Okay, because I'll send the video after. So that's a still frame of McGregor. Conor McGregor, I guess, for shits and giggles, when Game of Thrones was still, big. Hafthor Bjornsson, that's obviously the giant in this picture. He plays the mountain in Game of Thrones. People were interested in him because of the mountain episode. Shortly after the episode, the big one with the mountain, the one where Pedro Pascal, he actually set a world record for like some kind of crazy squat or something. Like it was some it was carrying a tree trunk a certain distance on his shoulders. It was crazy. It was a world record. And seeing the pictures of the tree trunk was insane. It was just goofy stuff. But he was pretty cool. And I guess Conor McGregor, because, he's insane, said, "Hey, I want to fight you." And props to Hafthor Bjornsson. He was like, "All right, cool, yeah, sure." And, Conor McGregor is a trained, world-class fighter. And Hafthor Bjornsson is not. He is a power lifter. He is like, a strong man. He is absolutely, fucking yoked, but he's not a fighter. And even then, it still didn't matter because, let's see.
How tall is he, Bjornsson?
Oh,
good question.
That's a great question.
53'6".
6'9".
Yeah, nearly.
Is his name half Thor?
Yeah. He's Icelandic, so it uses weird letters, but it's in our letters it's going to be HAFTHOR. So half Thor.
Have you seen? There's a basketball player right now for the University of Florida who is 7'9".
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that on here the other day, yesterday, I think.
Yeah, he's playing.
He's French or something, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy to see him next to these other players who are 6'8" because he just towers over them. It's wild.
He's the world's tallest 15-year-old.
He's crazy.
Okay. Turn the music off so we don't get a.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like, if you just like at that point,
whoa,
there's such a height differential that it literally doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how skilled Conor McGregor is, because he absolutely, like, McGregor is a beast, right? But it doesn't matter. Like, he could probably hurt Bjornsson, but Bjornsson's just gonna, all he has to do is get his arms around him and just pick him up. That's it.
I mean, it's like fucking Fezzik in Princess Bride. I mean, that's, you know, anybody want a peanut? But
exactly.
Yeah. But I actually had something I wanted to show you guys. Semi-related, but not really. How many people? I know a lot of you guys don't like Tom Brady. Some of you do, some of you don't.
Gosh.
Don't really care about your opinions. However, if you don't like Logan Paul, which all of us should not like the Paul brothers at this point, I really would like you to see this video of Tom Brady absolutely fucking embarrassing Logan Paul. Because I think that this is fucking great, because Logan Paul, who played high school football, was trying to brag to Tom Brady that he was a decent football player. Of all people. And Tom Brady put him in his fucking place. And I just love that for him, that he was just absolutely fucking embarrassed. So this is very short. Please enjoy this.
Tom, I scored 19 touchdowns in high school. I'm like, Derrick Henry scored 97 touchdowns in 1 year of high school, and they took him out at halftime. I'm like, who cares about you scored 19 touchdowns? Saquon, how many touchdowns did you have in the first quarter of your... Yeah, thanks. Logan goes...
That's amazing.
Fucking hell.
Like, that's, like, that is... That I'm sorry, like I don't give a fuck with it. That is arguably the greatest football player of all time, emasculating you, literally. And he's not that kind of dick to people publicly. He's not. Like, I'm from New England. I've watched oodles of press coverage of Tom Brady, interviews, etc. Like, I know a lot about Tom Brady. I know the things I don't like about him. He's said and done things that I don't like. He said and done things I do like. Worked for charities. Okay? But I will tell you, this doesn't come out very often publicly. On the football field, sure, he's a competitor. But for him to do this, that means that Logan Paul was being a complete fucking shit about this. Like, Logan Paul was probably like, I scored 19 touchdowns in high school. Like, I could play in the NFL. I could blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you that's what he was saying to Tom Brady. And Tom Brady made sure to fucking cut him down to size. And I love that. I just love that, because fuck the Paul brothers, dude. Fuck them.
I just sent you a couple of pictures of the 7'9", 15-year-old. He's called Oliver, I think it's Ryu, and he's Canadian, French Canadian.
Okay, I'll pull him up.
Someone in the chat said, that's so MAGA of Paul. And that is to want to pump up his 19 against Tom Brady.
What's the name of the boxer that just
Jake?
fucked up one of the...
Anthony Joshua.
That's it.
Yep.
Mad props to him.
He's
Right.
very sick. He was in a car crash in Nigeria where several of his friends unalived.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, God.
literally it was around Christmas time, I think. He was in, his family is Nigerian, and he was in a car crash in Nigeria. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. I know there was this one. I'll see if I can find it. I saved it. So one of the creators I follow on here, uh, it was right after the fight, and he he made a video about it. And I don't give a fuck about boxing, but he's like, even if you don't give a fuck about boxing, here's a summary of this. Whichever Paul brother it is, a summary in like 3 pictures, and it was just pictures of the fight. And one of the pictures is it Jake Paul? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Or is it?
It's
Okay. It's Jake Paul in the fight, and you can just see it on his face. He has this look of absolute terror because he knows, like, at this point he is fucked. And yeah, it was just beautiful. I don't like the Paul brothers. They're douchebags.
No. And so, by the way, here's this is what Erika sent us here. So that's one pic of the guy. Which, holy shit! And then look at this one.
Damn.
7'9".
Yeah, it's fucking wild. So,
Jesus.
I know, right? It's
Apparently
just fucking...
he was 7 foot tall at the age of 12.
Poor baby.
Holy shit.
Kind of feel bad. I kind of feel bad for him because, like, that's like too tall. That's really fucking tall. That's tall. Holy shit.
Also, Lou in the chat, this was from a few minutes ago. I did not know that about Bjornsson. I'm not the least bit surprised. So, oh man, this is a trend. This is a thing. Okay, so, oh man, this poor woman. This poor woman.
Oh.
So that is Bjornsson's wife. Her name is, I think, Kelsey Henson.
Oh, she's probably a tiny thing, huh?
Uh-huh. She is 5'2".
Oh my god. That poor girl.
Hold on.
She is 5 foot 2 inches.
Oh no. Oh no.
How often do you think they go out and they say, "And sir, what would your daughter like?"
Yeah.
How?
The closest that reminds me of this famous picture that I always like anytime we talk about stuff like this. This is Shaq with I don't know if they're still together, but it was his wife at the time.
I think they're still
and
together.
like, I mean, that poor woman. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yes.
I think that there's a
Bless
there's
unto
a
her.
spectrum of
Yeah.
like happy and then just oh fuck, man.
Listen. There's human bodies are amazing things, Nemo. They really are just amazing, amazing things.
Someone just asked what happens when they have kids together. That's easy. It's called a C-section.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, somebody, just somebody had mentioned, why are we, commenting about Tom Brady when he's a Trump supporter or Trump voter? I want to point something out about Tom Brady. Number one, I had said that there was a bunch of things I didn't like about Tom Brady. I didn't like the fact that he initially supported him in 2016. But I do need to point out that he spoke out against him in 2017 when Trump talked. He was talking about the NFL about the like Colin Kaepernick stuff and different things like that. Tom Brady spoke out against him. When the Patriots went to the White House following their Super Bowl victory, Tom Brady didn't go, but he did go in 2021 with Biden, and he made jokes about Donald Trump's false election claims. He's never campaigned with him. He's never done any of that shit. I'm not saying it's what he should be doing, because what he should be doing is condemning him all the way, okay? But that's not who Tom Brady is. Tom Brady is the guy who, like, just fucking stays neutral, and I don't like that about him. I've never liked that about him. I wish that he would take a full-on stand and fucking go all the way with it, because I think that that's what he should be doing, okay? So I don't respect him on that end. But to be fair, from that initial thing 10 years ago, he has absolutely walked it back quite a ways. So just as a friendly reminder to you guys, okay? Just to be fair.
I will say, speaking of Colin Kaepernick, once upon a time I was in college, and it was spring break. It was around this time of year, actually. Me and my roommates, we had just finished up spring break in PCB. So we were coming back from Panama City Beach, going back to where we lived at the time. And for whatever reason, Google decided, no, we're not going to just stay on the interstate and just do a straight line. We're going on a fucking adventure through the backwoods of Georgia, right? So it's, for anyone not familiar with Georgia, it's the bottom left side of Georgia. There's nothing there. There is nothing there. It's just cotton fields and emptiness. That's it. Nothing is there. Okay? And for whatever reason, it decided it was going to take us on an adventure. At one point, we finally find the interstate after being on these backwoods for fuck knows how long. And we decide, hey, we're going to stop off at a Chick-fil-A. And we were in this place called Hawkinsville, Georgia. Okay? You've never heard of Hawkinsville, Georgia. That's because people that live in Hawkinsville, Georgia have not heard of Hawkinsville, Georgia. It's the middle of nowhere, okay? But we stopped off at this Chick-fil-A before we hopped on the interstate. So we go inside. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking to one of my buddies, and this guy, famous for he will talk your ear off. He's a talker, and he has like just goes a million miles a minute, whatever. So he's talking to me like normal. We're waiting in line. And all of a sudden, he goes silent, which is unusual. That's unusual for him. So I'm like, are you okay? He said, is that Cap? Now, mind you, I don't know shit about football or sports for that matter. And so I'm like, what the Cap? What are you saying? He's like, that's Cap.
Damn.
And I turn around. There is a really, really, really fucking tall dude. Like a really big dude. He kind of like walked in and he's just kind of standing there. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's who he's talking about. And I'm like, who is Cap? What? I don't know what that means. And he said, that's Colin Kaepernick. And yet again, I'm like, all right, dude, I'm sorry. I literally don't know who that is, because this is before the whole
the controversy. Yeah.
Right. And he's like, Colin Kaepernick is the quarterback for the 49ers. I was like, oh, wow. Okay.
Cool.
And surprisingly, he wasn't like nobody, I guess, noticed. Like there were a few people that noticed, but he wasn't swarmed by people. My ex and her friend, they were both British, and I think that was different enough that they were allowed to like talk to him for a second. And I think they got his autograph or something. But yeah, that was interesting.
Can I tell you my greatest celebrity meet? We were on a plane from where was it, from Tampa to St. Louis, with Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yep.
And my brother was reading a wrestling magazine that had Macho Man on the front of it and didn't realize that that's who it was. And I was like, because I explained to you, Matt, the other day, the link between my hometown and wrestling.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. And I was like, Nick, that's Macho Man Randy Savage. And he was like, no, it's not. But it turned out this was New Year's Day because we'd been in Florida for Christmas. And it was New Year's Day. I was about 12. And it was a connecting flight. We were flying home from St. Louis. And they were doing like some kind of, it must have been like 92. No, probably Christmas 91 actually, and then they were doing like a thing in St. Louis on New Year's Day. You could probably look it up. But yeah, so there was, and then in the airport, in St. Louis Airport, Marty Jannetty, the Rocker, like they were just all over the place. They were everywhere. There were wrestlers everywhere.
Oh, well, that's a lot of wrestlers. That's fun. Wow. You snap into a Slim Jim?
I don't know what that means.
I know, it's fine. It was so Macho Man Randy Savage, that was his big claim to fame outside of being a wrestler. That was the commercials here in the United States when I was a kid. So
listen here, jabroni. Gonna snap you like a Slim Jim.
Here.
Macho Man.
I like to think that when he unalived, a number of years later, and his life flashed before his eyes, that I was just in there somewhere, asking for his autograph by a plain bathroom.
I mean, entirely possible. But
this tiny, funny talking girl's asking me for an autograph. She's real small.
So I'm gonna snap.
Did you say snap? Snap into a Slim Jim! Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim!
Man, I forgot that we as a demographic in the 90s, they were going for something here.
Gotta have beef, gotta have spice. Need a little excitement? Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah!
Commercials today have nothing on us.
Nothing. Where's the excitement? Yeah. Where's the vibe?
Right.
90s
that
commercials
was the whole
are
vibe.
peak. Like, because like 90s, especially like late 90s commercials, that's when X Games were new, and so it's like extreme. Like everything was unironically extreme, and yeah, oh man, it's something. The sheer ridiculousness of the 90s. I think it was Pizza Hut. They went out of their way to get a pizza onto the International Space Station.
Yes, you're right.
There is I consider this to be one of the greatest commercials of the 90s, simply because if you were a kid my age, you wanted this toy. You absolutely fucking wanted this toy. And if one of your friends had it, then you were like, this thing actually sucks. But you wanted it so badly because the commercial was so good. I want you to lock in what you think it is in the comments, right? Lock in what you think I'm about to show you. Yes, sir.
While everyone's thinking about that, I want the Europeans to know that our equivalent to a Slim Jim is called a pepperami. I had to look up what a Slim Jim was, and I was like, is it like a pepperami? And the answer is yes.
Amanda, and Raybo have already guessed it. That is correct. Very good. Very, very good.
Old commercials that would actually crush at this year's Super
Oh, hold on. Where's what? I mean, they wrote an entire fucking song for the commercial. Like that was a long commercial. Like there's a plot. There is a fucking plot to that commercial.
Was it as good as the commercial? The game?
No, that game sucked. I mean, honestly, if
Okay.
any of your friends had that game and you played that shit, you were like, this sucks. Like this game blows. I mean, I just want to be entirely clear. That game sucked. RJ, yes, thank you, RJ. The commercial was way better than the game. That was the commercial was awesome. You'd see the commercial, you're like, oh, I want that. Oh, that's so cool. And then your rich friend, whoever it was, the kid who had all the toys, who had everything, they had it. And you'd be like, oh, awesome, I want to play it. And then you're like, this is disappointing. So, yeah. Anyways.
Did you have Mr. Frosties?
Mr.
I don't believe so.
Mr. Frosty.
It was like a thing for making a slushie at home, but it was basically like one of those cheese graters that you wind around in the shape of a
yes, absolutely.
snowman.
I don't remember if it was branded that, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You put the ice in the top and push down on it,
Yeah.
and 100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
except it was almost like for a child to grind ice by hand.
Yes, the
was
Snoopy
almost
snow
impossible.
cone. Snoopy snow cone.
Okay, Snoopy snow
Yep.
cone. It was called a Mr. Frosty here, and it was in the
Okay.
shape of a snowman. But it was impossible as a child. You didn't have the tensile strength to kind of, not the tensile strength, that's the wrong. But you didn't have the strength to like grind the ice. It just didn't. It was shit, and I wanted that for so long, and it was shit.
Let's talk about the Easy Bake Oven though.
You mean the easy burn oven? Like who thought that was a good idea for small children?
But here we are. We did all these things. We had the Astro Bouncer. It was like a ball with something you stand on, you bounce around on it. And we survived.
Erika, RJ's calling you out. Look, why?
Uh-oh.
Oh, what now?
Why do you want to grind with ice? Ouch.
Shut up, RJ. You're anyway.
Grinding with ice.
I've given
Pogo
up.
ball. Yes.
Oh look, Nigel's in the comments. Who I spent my day with today. Hi, Nigel. RJ. Yeah, RJ. I'm no longer even tolerating you. I'm going to be honest with you. My tolerance was low as it was, but you know.
Oh boy. Well, guys.
Hang on. Nigel, you are not my carer. That is wrong. You are not my carer. You just came out for the day with me.
Nigel, thank you very much for doing. Thank you for taking Erika out for the day. It's very nice of you. Hope she was good. Very good. Handler, sure. There you go. It's good. Did she do a good job? She did a good job. Nice. Good job. All right. That's nice.
I owe Nigel a drink because he bought me a drink and I said I was going to buy him the next one and then he paid for his own, so I owe him a drink.
Oh yeah. All right.
Matt, are you on with Thick tonight?
Yes. I am going to be on with Thick tonight. I mean, I am going to be held hostage for however many hours this is going to be with Thick.
What is it? Or is it a nobody knows situation?
It is some kind of game show or something. I don't really know. I just don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but it's some sort of game show. He says it's something like Jeopardy, but it's all going to a good cause, which is RAIN, which helps battered women. So Thick made it up, and it's a great cause. It starts at 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central. Insert your time zone from there, and I don't know. I know that Oslo's going to be there. I know that Brett Cross is going to be there. I know a bunch of your other people that you guys like are going to be there. So I have no idea what. I have no idea. Yes, tonight. So I don't know. Come by. I will be there. So
It's very definitely gonna be after I'm in bed. So you can send me a voice note when you're done and let me know what happened.
once again, so it's 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Central Time. That is when we are. That's when we're talking about. I still
That's
have. What's that?
1:30 a.m. GMT.
1:30 a.m. Oh yeah, 8:30.
Yeah.
8:30 p.m. Central Time. Yeah. So 10:30 a.m. Yeah. Wow. Back in Australian time. Yeah. We are in. Yes. Absolutely, Mary. I think. Let's see. Could do a restart for a little bit. Let's see. Let me see. Hold on. Someone's asking. Janine, hi. You're not a Trump supporter, are you?
Absolutely the fuck not.
Okay. What's up?
But I have a funny Macho Man Randy Savage story. It's really hilarious.
Okay, hit us with it real quick.
Okay. My now 39 and 35-year-old offspring were maybe 19 and 14 at the time, and it was Halloween night. We went to the local convenience store, and some guy came out of the store, and he was dressed with the pink and black Zuba pants and a tank top and the stringy black hair and the bandana. And he was coming out of the store, and we were sitting in the car. And my kids, when they were younger, watched WWE all the time. And I said, watch this, you guys. And I said, you're going nowhere. And everybody cracked up laughing. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
I guess you had to be there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's fantastic. Awesome. Love that. Listen, I think we're going to maybe do a restart here. So I'm going to bring you back down, friend. But I appreciate you sharing with us, okay? So,
thanks for bringing me up. I just thought it was funny.
It's very good, friend. I hope you have a good one. Okay, take care.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. Thanks, Janine. I don't know. What do you guys think? If we do a restart, should we do a restart? Can we get some more MAGA? Do you guys want to come back? I don't know. Chat. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of restarts.
Yeah, as if they're going to say no. No.
I don't know. Maybe they've got other things to do, Erika.
There was one no.
Oh, okay. Well, there was the one no, so.
That was West Manistanian, though. He's a Trumper.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, well then.
Everyone, make sure that you're following Matt up in the top so you can come back for the restart. And when we start the restart, tap it out. Tap it out.
Yeah, do those things. Same thing with Nemo. Same thing with Erika. Make sure you're following everybody here, both on TikTok and over on the Tube. So start with that, and then follow all of our backup accounts. Get in on the Discord, on Nemo's Discord. You can join up via link in his bio or link in my bio. It's loads of fun. Yeah, everyone needs to promise to come back. That's number one. Also, to our friends over on the Tube, I am unlike what we normally do, I want to separate out the streams this time. So I am going to go down on the tube for a minute or two, and then come back up, because I would also like to cycle through over there for the same reason. So so we're going to do that as well. So for my tube friends, we are going to start back up, but the stream is going to pop down and come back up. Okay, so give it 30 seconds or a minute over there, because that'll take me a second. So I'm going to bring the stream down on the tube over there. Nemo, are you there?